What's up, Goddess Gang? Today we are back with another video, and today we are here for yet another panel. Thank you guys so much for joining us live. We will be sounding off down in the comments, so be sure to let us know if you're here. As you guys know, if you participate in the comments during our panel, then you will be entered into a raffle and you will automatically have a chance to win a prize on the next judging panel. So as soon as we get into the panel, we are going to go ahead and pull our raffle. We're going to see who won for a lucky participant who decided to sound off in the comments and just share your thoughts and your feedback. We really appreciate all of your guys' insight, all of the compliments that we get for the nail art or questions that we get in regards to the nail art challenge. You guys are going to see clips here and there that are going to be little ads that are going to show you more about the nail art challenges that we have that are currently going on and future nail art challenges. As you guys may know, we started this nail art challenge, the Goddess Gang Nail Art Challenge, about a year ago. And ever since then, it has been such a wonderful space that we have created to really just showcase our artwork and express our creativity and also bounce ideas and like commentary and constructive insight off of each other. All of these challenges are meant to be a safe space, although the judging panel can get a little humiliating at times. It's definitely a little tough. So we thank you guys all for your support, whether you join us on panel or whether you join us in the participation with the comments down below, or if you actually submit entries into our Goddess Gang Nail Art Challenge. We just want to let you know that we thank you so much and just thank you for all of the beautiful memories that we have created. And we're going to showcase all of our previous entries up until this date. This is our first ever live show for our judging panel. So without further ado, what's up, Goddess Gang? Today we are back with another panel video and we have Cola. Hi, Cola.
Hi.
I love seeing you in your pink seat. It's just so
Thank
cute.
you.
And it matches with our theme, which is pretty awesome. We have a pink theme today.
I saw that. I think that you did it because you know that I love pink.
Honestly, I searched high and low for the perfect background and I think it was the actual pink that made this one perfect. So I was like, well, let's go
Mm.
with it.
It worked
So
out well.
yes. So welcome everyone to our Under the Sea Nail Art Challenge panel. We have our roster on the screen, and this Nail Art Challenge is very special because, well, one, it is a special edition Nail Art Challenge, but two, it was basically recommended by Glam Nails by Janet, which is one of our top participants in the Goddess Gang Nail Art Challenge. We've seen her art plenty of times, and we're going to see 4 whole entries from her tonight.
She always kills it.
She does. She honestly, okay, I don't want to ruin any surprises, but she put real jeans on the denim jeans for the Sisterhood of Evolution No Art Challenge. And I was like, way to just take all the money and stuff it right in the bag, because like, how do you
Right.
compete with that?
You admire
You
and
can't
say,
compete.
let me put these on my hands.
You
How
get
do
the
I get these
crown
on my
and you
hands?
just help her.
Mm-hmm. Help her fix it. Yeah.
Right, like hold on, sis. Let me make sure it's on there. So shout
Right.
out So shout out to Glam Nails by Janet. We're gonna see lots of work from her. We also have work from Dream Nails by Nikki, Jess the Mess, Nails Drip _ Des, which I believe this is our first time seeing entries from her. We also have Baddest Nikki Nails, which is a first time from her. Customs by Jay. She has participated before, but she had a different handle. So we're going to see some art from her. And then, of course, we'll see some from me. If you haven't already participated in our Goddess Gang Nail Art Challenge, what are you waiting for? We are inviting you to participate in the Goddess Gang Nail Art Challenge. As you guys know, it's very easy to participate. There are always at least 3 chances to win prizes on our regular themes, and on our special edition themes, we have grand prizes, mystery boxes, and the list goes on. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this panel, and I'm actually really excited about all of the evolution that we see throughout each nail art challenge. So not only from each challenge to challenge and special edition to special edition, but for example, our setup gets better each time. We get better each time.
Gets a little easier each time.
And we also were able to make more things possible. Like, for example, last time I wanted you guys to basically be able to have so many different ways that you could win prizes. So, for example, we had the raffle for every single person who participated had the chance to win a prize. And then we had the comment raffle, which was on our last panel. If you drop down in the comments, then each comment equaled. Yes, drop down in the comments. Each comment equals 1 entry into the raffle. What's up, Goddess Gang? I'm gonna need you to go ahead and smash that like button. Comment down below. If you comment, you will be automatically entered into a raffle and have a chance to win a prize on our next panel. So be sure to stay tuned, and thank you guys so much for being here. So I'm going to show you guys our spin wheel because we have all of the people. So Nikki left so many comments, and Just the Mess left so many comments. I left so many. We have one person who only left 1 comment. So if she wins, her name is Kara. I will be so, it's either Kara or Kara, but either way, I'll be so shocked. And basically the more that you comment, then the more that your name goes on here, and then the more likely you are to win a prize. And then the prizes for these raffles are going to be from our Goddess Gang prize pool, which basically more or less is basically anything that you can find on Amazon that you want. But I'll talk to you guys more about how that works. So let's go ahead and just spin the wheel. You ready?
Spin.
Okay, let's see if it's gonna work for us. All right, it's spinning, you guys.
It's spinning. It's spinning.
Oh. Just a Mess won. Congratulations.
Just a Mess.
Now, she literally won on the participation raffle. So she won on the comment raffle and the participation raffle.
Well,
that is
ahead. Now you get 2 gifts.
All right, so yes, so congratulations to Just a Mess. Now I'm going to show you guys. So now that she has won, now we're going to spin this wheel, and this one's going to basically tell her what the budget is for her to choose from the prize pool. So let's see. Hopefully she don't break the bank.
Big money. Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money, big money, big money.
She didn't break the bank too bad. $7.99 is her budget. So Just a Mess, congratulations. You'll have $7.99 to spend over on Amazon. We are calling all nail artists and DIY creators to participate in our Goddess Gang Nail Art Challenge. It's very easy to participate. There's just 3 simple steps. Follow at Scorpion Goddess Nails on Instagram to stay updated on all the challenge information and updates. Create your nail design based on the theme and officially submit your entry. You can submit up to 5 entries, and they have to be submitted before the deadline. And review official submission rules so that you can ensure that your submission is officially counted at the end. When it comes to your nail design, every single theme is different, so be sure to check our Instagram for all of the details. And don't forget, you must review the official submission rules to make sure that your entry is officially counted. Everyone who participates has a chance to win first, second, or third prize ranking. And if you participate and we're running a special raffle, then you'll get an extra chance to win. So be sure to check us out on Instagram, on YouTube, and at www.scorpiongoddessnails.blog so you can learn more about the Goddess Gang Nail Art Challenge. And like I told you guys earlier, Glam Nails by Janet, she is the one who recommended this Nail Art Challenge. So if you guys go over on our blog site, www.scorpiongoddessnails.blog, you guys will see that there's a mood board submission where you can submit a mood board, and all the details are there so that you can basically suggest the next theme that we may choose. So we're going to spin this wheel again, and we're going to see what value prize we're going to have for Glam Nails by Janet. Let's see.
Big money,
Don't
big
break
money,
the
big money,
don't
big
break
money,
the
big
bank.
money, big money, big money,
Ooh,
big
it rang on
money.
$7.99 again. Do you think it's ringing correctly, or
Ooh.
should we try
Oh no,
again?
I
I
think
don't
I
know. It's
think it's
questionable,
rigged. I
huh?
think it's rigged.
It's
I
gonna
think
have
it's
to get spun
rigged.
again. Let's see.
Try it
One
one more
more
time. One more
time, just
time.
to
Let's
make
see if
sure.
it.
And we'll do best value. Okay. Oh man, we shouldn't have
Oh,
done that.
okay, okay.
It works.
Okay, so the wheel
Okay.
works.
It works. Okay. So her prize value is $14.99. So congratulations. You guys can go.
Congratulations and thanks for the
Yes.
submission.
I know.
This
Thank
was
you
a
guys so much.
great idea.
I really just want to make it a way for yes, like so this was like she just literally wanted this challenge to happen, and she made it happen. I feel we just supported her dreams, and she just won a prize, and this is a pretty decent prize over on Amazon, this value, and it was just that easy. So we recommend that anyone and everyone, Cola, you can do it too. I mean, if you want, you can recommend a theme. Actually, I think Cola did recommend a theme. Did you not?
When
Don't
did I
tell them.
recommend
Don't
the
tell them
thing?
what it is though. It's the one that we're going to be doing. That's going to be the perfect timing. You remember?
Oh,
Don't tell them.
but that's more for okay. But
Does
I
that
did
one count
recommend
or no? It doesn't
I
count?
mean, that's not
Okay.
a theme. That's more so a
It's like a
journey with
special
us.
not that one. Not that one. Okay, I'll
Oh,
give
which
you
one?
one letter. It starts with a V. I'm gonna
I
text
have
it
no
to you.
idea. Yeah,
Cola.
text
I'm gonna
because you
text it to you. All
girl, you
right.
know I have
If
no
if
idea
if
what
it
we're talking.
counts, then we'll say that you officially submitted. But you still gotta submit
I'm gonna
your
say it
mood
counts
board.
regardless because I'm gonna say it counts regardless because I want to spin the wheel. So
You still gotta submit your mood board though. But she did submit a theme, and we are gonna be
Oh
doing it.
yes!
Yes.
Oh, I want to do that. Yes.
So we're gonna be spinning the wheel for you, girl.
Yes.
So you guys there's always ways to win prizes over at the Goddess Gang. That's what we really want to do, is make a fun way for
I
people to
do want
be
to do that.
engaged and to interact with each other and things like that. So shout out to our winners, and thank you guys all for supporting
Thank you
the Goddess Gang.
guys.
Yes, we appreciate it. What's up, Goddess Gang? I want to invite each and every single one of you to participate in our Zombie Apocalypse 2nd annual nail art challenge, the Deadly Carnival Unleashed. Find out more information on my Instagram at Scorpion Goddess Nail.
A $25 one.
All right, so Cola, you over there pumped up. She's like, I almost forgot.
Hey, that's a prize. I'm over here like that can go towards my stamping polish gel stuff.
The wheel goes
My
up to
Amazon store cart.
$20.99, but we might have to make a special exception. I'm like, what should the cap be? Put $20.99. I should just drop in like
a good one.
I should drop in a couple of lower ones and then drop a couple of higher ones, huh?
Yeah, just do like a couple of take out a couple of the lower ones, kind of like maybe like the $4.99 and the
and put in
$3.99
like a couple of bigger ones. That would be
like
fun.
a $25 one or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, just the one that you definitely know that you need.
Yeah, just the one that I definitely know that I need for
You're so terrible. Girl.
I know, huh?
So,
I'm excited.
All right, we got to get into this panel. We may never get into it if we don't. But we're having fun over here at the Goddess Gang. Yes, we're having fun. And guess what? Anybody is invited to participate on panels. So if you ever want to get up here with us and have fun, we welcome anybody and everybody to come. And I will tell you, Cola knows, I know, the couple of people who have been on panel before know this is not the easiest job. I think that's why we stalling high key. Is that why we procrastinating?
It's the timing with both of us, and it's the fact that my dog won't let me be great all the time. So he wants to interject himself into
he loves
our videos.
He's a puppy. He's a puppy.
He is.
When you have kids, they're just kids. Well, then you take them. He's just a puppy. Well, then you take. Like, no.
He's a 105-pound puppy. He's fine.
Girl, his paw is about the size of your face at this point, huh?
Oh my gosh, yes, pretty much. Yeah. pretty
But
much.
we basically, I mean, this paneling is tough. And tonight, I just want to give you guys a little forewarning that I think I was telling Cola earlier, I think this is the second most competitive challenge that we have seen out of all the themes. I think the first most competitive one was the Zombie Nail Art Challenge for last year, which, if you guys don't know, we do have the Zombie Apocalypse second annual special edition nail art challenge. It is live. So be sure to go over to Instagram and check it out at Scorpion Goddess Nail. What's up, Goddess Gang? I want to invite each and every single one of you to participate in our Zombie Apocalypse second annual nail art challenge, the Deadly Carnival Unleashed. Find out more information on my Instagram at Scorpion Goddess Nail. And Cola says she's definitely participating. The theme last year was a little different than this year. So this year it's about the carnival.
I promised her, you guys, so you guys are going to have to hold me to the promise that I will actually put in a submission this time.
It's going to be
So you
so
guys are going to
good.
hold me to it. But if it's not as good as everybody, I'm good at
So
looking at
that's one
everybody
thing I wanted
else's,
to know.
but I'm not very good at submitting my own art, but I love looking at everybody else's
So
beautiful
do you
artwork.
think that we should do a tier type challenge, or do you think we should keep it cutthroat? Because like last year it was cutthroat. Last year it was so
Um,
cutthroat that we had to have a tiebreaker.
so I think that we should do maybe like at least a two tier,
I
like
think so,
because
like
last year
experts and
went,
beginners, right? Because it's the second
yeah, because
annual.
yeah, because last year went in and like there's some
Girl,
people that just
we
won't
can't
be
really have
able.
no tiebreaker again either, because it was a little
No, we're
inconvenient.
not.
Because like
We
they had
got
to
better this year.
really
We got
fight
a
for
chat
it, and it got very. Some people on the back
competitive.
end was about to cut me off. They're like, "Girl, I can't with you," and I'm like, "I can't control it. It was so good." So I think
Right.
that that's kind of how it's gonna be tonight. And so just brace yourselves and prepare. And I will go ahead and make a formal announcement that we are going to have two tiers. We're going to have the beginners and expert tiers for the Zombie Now Art Challenge. That way, Cola, you can be inspired and you won't feel outdone. And any of us
Thank you.
who tend to feel a little outdone, we can, even if we want to do a practice set to warm up, and just put in the beginners and then do like a super epic entry for the experts, the possibilities are endless when we do it that way. So that'll be awesome,
Yeah. And I think it'll invite more people to want to join.
especially if they're
Because
looking at last year's. They're like, and you,
yeah,
girl, I'm waiting
last
on
year was
someone to mention me
crazy.
like that they're already done with their entry, and I'm be like, oh, how did you do that? Like you had like 2 days since I announced it, like, and they're like on it, like a full
We're gonna
blown.
we'll throw them a curveball and do like a Thanksgiving or we'll do
Like you
something like
must
right before
incorporate a turkey
Halloween.
bone, okay?
A turkey bone into it or something. We're gonna have
Listen,
to throw something
I want to see
curvy at them.
giblets
Right.
or no entry.
It has to come with a sweet potato pie. Like,
Listen, where the whipped cream at? Where the whipped cream at?
right.
Okay, so we got that
We're
sorted.
we always have fun on panel, guys. Don't you guys
We're
want to
gonna be
join
here
us?
for a
Come
while, and
join
this
us
is our
on panel.
first live. And also, this is like, listen, we need y'all sounding off in the comments because, and maybe next time we have the spin, we're gonna have even bigger opportunities to win bigger prizes, especially because Cola need her $25.99. Y'all might
I
need
need
y'all
that.
$26.99. I mean,
Man,
we some of us just
right?
need our $3.99. So, but definitely sound off in the comments and have a party with us. We're going to be here for a while. We're never in a rush when we're on panel because we want to really look. Okay, I don't know if you guys have been here before, but I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. One of the main reasons why we love to do this is because we want to give your guys' artwork our time, love, and attention. We feel that sometimes on Instagram or YouTube, the content can just go by so fast. It can fall to the bottom
Yeah.
of a feed so fast. And there's so much talent, that raw, beautiful talent that gets overlooked. Also, I feel like throughout this journey, we have discovered plenty of wonderful artists who second guess themselves, or who, I mean, they will say themselves that they stepped out of their comfort zone through these no art challenges, and they have blown themselves away with what they have been able to accomplish throughout the last year or so. And that's why we're not in a rush. We're excited and happy to be here.
Yeah, we never in a rush. We always try to see all of them and look and give them all the appreciation they deserve.
But we do try to keep somewhat of a schedule. So we don't want y'all to get like, we're not trying to be here all night, but we want to really just enjoy the moment. So we invite you guys to enjoy with us. All right, so this is going to be the most neat and organized panel ever. Everything is looking super good. We have all of our entrant names down at the bottom, and you guys are going to see basically 1 to 2 minute clips of their entries playing while we give our feedback. All of the participants are listed on the screen, so be sure to go follow them over on Instagram. And if you see these posts over there, be sure to spam them. And also, if they inspire you, or if there's anything that you would like to give them insight on how they, may have could have done something better, or what you really appreciated, or anything like that, be sure to let them know, because they enjoy the feedback. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be judged at the end of this by Cola. Cola busted out a little something, something that we're gonna take a peek at. We're not gonna judge it, but we're gonna take a peek at. So we all really enjoy your support and your thoughts and everything, your reflections on our art. And we hope that we can inspire you. Cola, why are you over there blood boiling at me?
Because that was not supposed to be a
I
thing,
want
but
to
it's
show you how
cool.
cute your work is. It's not a thing, but Cola wants
Okay.
us to hold her accountable. So we got to give you your accolades when you do. Girl, don't be a little Virgo over there acting like you can't get no praise from a sister.
I'll take the praise when I feel
Okay,
like
so when we
it
get that
wasn't thrown
zombie now our
together.
challenge entry,
Yes.
then you really about to let us go all in on you. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the praise then. I'll take the praise then.
Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Janet, Glam Nails by Janet. She is such the inspiration for me. I don't know if y'all follow her on Instagram, but she is a good-hearted, wholesome human on this planet, and I really appreciate having her support. Honestly, this nail art challenge may have never even happened if it wasn't for her. So thank you so much, Glam Nails. Um, do you want to go first, Cola, on her?
Are we gonna go to the video?
Yes, I'm playing it, and if you can you see it and everything like that?
Yeah, I can see her video. It's, I mean, the fact that she incorporated so many different things in there, and she also did, I believe, their aquarium nails also, the skill for aquarium nails, and oh, look at that thumb.
Five
It's
whole
amazing.
aquarium nails.
Like she did 5 aquarium nails, and each one, like I love the fact that they're all tied together, but they're not, I mean, they have their own entity, but they're tied together, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like they all have the under the sea vibe and they all flow, But like for example, if you look at the what was I looking at? The gold on the top of the fish, the gold,
Mm-hmm.
all
That
the
gold
gold
cluster. I think
pearls.
that's supposed to be a clam with a
Yes.
pearl.
Yeah, the clam with the pearls, and it goes with that. And then there's pearls next to it. And then, yes, there's so many just beautiful aspects to these nails. She even did the 3D nail artwork with the leaves and the bubbles and how she did that crab. I wonder if it's a mold or if she sculpted all of that by hand.
I think
Because
she
if she
sculpted
did,
everything.
she is crazy talented. Like I love
She
watching
is.
her work. She's amazing. So basically for you knew that this set was going to get tens across the board for me just because of all of the technique
Mm-hmm.
and the creative, like everything that went into this set though, honestly, I believe it encapsulated. This is what she wanted when she
Oh
saw
yeah, when
this
she said
challenge. I
she wanted
thought,
to do this challenge, she was like,
this is what she
snap,
wanted to
snap, snap,
create.
snap, snap, snap.
Yes. Yeah. When she said, "This is what I want to do this challenge," she knew what she was coming for, and she killed the game. Like, just look at the crab and his little claws and the legs and the octopus. Like, there's so many different little things. The glitter inside, they're beautiful. Like, the set is phenomenal. And the mermaid, I love her. She's just standing front and center, like, here I am. I'm the queen. I have my crown. Like, this set killed it. I love this set. Like, literally, this was gonna be maybe my probably my only 10 across the boards, but I'm wish
I
it was
think she,
last instead
I
of
think
first.
she, I think she might have said, if I'm not mistaken, I gotta double confirm, but I, I don't know if it was her, but someone said that they used gel clay, like some kind of gel clay. And I almost think it was this set, but I'm not 100% sure. But the products that the possibilities are endless depending on what products you use. And the detail that she was
Wow.
able to achieve, I felt was very immaculate compared to like you
Man,
can use the 5D gel and a 3D gel, but it's still not, it doesn't come out this
that
freaking precise. Like, okay, all right, so I
right.
guess it's my turn because you gave her all tens. All right, so
Yeah.
tens for me too.
Even the starfish and the little and her little nipple clamps and her can I
Dude,
say that?
like, yeah, it's
Like
fine. Um, yes, the detail on the mermaid. The
yes,
clam, the golden
everything.
clam with those pearls, I thought it was so wonderful that she was able to use those pearls that had paint on them. So they were like holographic looking clams. They weren't just
Yeah.
pearl clams. And then on her treasure box, I really loved how she had that she has that super big old bulky heart, and then there's like another big old bulky treasure, but then inside the treasure chest she put like some copper uh
The little gold doubloons
uh
kind of.
pearls, and so it looks like coins and stuff like that in there.
Yeah.
Her clownfish, super detailed clownfish. The crab turned out good. I love the eyes and the smile on him. I love the bubbles. It makes me think of the little cell phone toys, the little aquarium cell phone toys where you gotta push
Oh
the,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh my God, it's giving like that feeling that you would get. And you pointed out the leaves, which I really
Nipples.
like. I really liked her octopus, how she was able, or is that a jellyfish? Oh, it's a jellyfish or
I think it's a
octopus?
jellyfish. I think it's
Yes.
a
Okay, that
jellyfish.
makes sense. Yeah, I like that. Honestly, at first I thought it was octopus, but it does look like a jellyfish.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
jellyfish.
on the clownfish now. The I don't know if you guys can see inside. Well, So there's so much. Look, there's lots of pearls inside. Like
in
it
the
makes me think of
actual.
like when fish lay eggs and stuff like that. And then not only that, but it looks like she has a literal background painted onto each nail, because on the pinky nail it looks like how it will look when the water washes up onto the land and
Yep,
things like that.
yep,
And
yep.
like
The
how you were
bubbles, the
saying how
foam.
they, yeah, how they all kind of look the same, but they're all different. And then
Hmm.
with the jellyfish now, I liked how she added those those little rocks or stones that she added, the purple ones, and then it looks like there's like some opal type ones. Um, I didn't take a close look at any of the entries until after I did mine, and I was really impressed and surprised to see like that we both chose to incorporate those little stones into our sets,
Hmm.
because they really give under the sea. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's so wicked. And then if you notice, even every single nail still has its own background on top, because the crab, the treasure chest, the jellyfish, they all look to have like sand behind them. It's like a golden
Yep,
backdrop. Uh there was just these really, they were aquarium nails, but they actually really look like an aquarium. She was able to put
yep.
all these things onto the nail, and in my
Without
opinion,
overwhelming it.
yes, like they fit, they look like they belong. It's a give. It's not, it doesn't look like, it looks very well thought out and well constructed. Like
It does.
execution, amazing. So of course you guys know that she's gonna get all tens for that. And then of course we can't forget about, one thing I love about her is for some reason she is so good at sculpting faces on things. Like how did she get these perfect eyes on this mermaid? Let me see if I can, okay, here we go. Perfect eyes on the mermaid, beautiful eyebrows, and then you can even say like see like a little bit of a indentation in the face, or like depth
Yeah.
in the face, even with the medium that she used, you know.
But look at the arms and the hands, like
And
everything that
there's
she
the belly
did with that.
button. She was sure to
Hmm.
remember that. Yeah, how the hair
She
wraps
put
around the
all
whole
the little
mermaid.
details.
Yeah, so I really love that. Hold on. All right, so of course she got all tens for me for that too. So let's keep going. She has another entry. Okay, here's her second entry. I'm gonna go first, or you want to go first on this one?
You can go first.
All right. So for this one, I mean, as if the ocean didn't get any better on the last set, this one really took you over the top. It, um, I wanted to see like the natural light again. So this nail is super cool. You guys have got to see what she did with this nail. Look at that. Like how clever and cool that she did that.
Wow.
It looks so awesome. I love how it's very unique and creative.
That's just like it's so under the sea and just wow.
Yes, I want to see the first view one more time. And I'm gonna, okay, and one. Look at the pinky, uh, the cluster up at the top, and then there's seahorses, and then of course the starfish. This, okay, this is the one. I don't know how is she using a straw to blow this paint? Is that her
It had
trick?
to be.
She
It
must
has to
have
be.
it, because this is good. Like this
Yeah.
ring finger and index finger.
Finger are
And then
awesome.
also, I'm not sure, but I think that I noticed that on the index finger, I don't know if there are glitters or something underneath there, but it kind of looks like mermaid scales. Yeah, like on the index finger, it kind of looked like mermaid scales to me. So I just thought that that was cool that she was able to pull off that look. Like you see on this finger, I mean, on this picture on the index finger at the top on the cuticle area, there's
Oh
just like a
yeah.
cluster of glitters under there, and it looks
Yeah.
like kind of gives mermaid scales.
Vibes.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I liked that. But overall, there's a lot to take in here. We have an ombre here on this nail in the middle with those palm trees. And I don't know if you guys have ever tried to do those palm trees. She makes them look easy. They are not that easy to do. I like the color that she. No, girl, they're not. That you would think that the gel polish would like be nice to you, but it just ends up running everywhere. It's like you almost have to cure between every single line. I would be
And
interested
leave.
in
Yeah.
knowing, yeah, how she got that done so good. But okay, so one thing I will say that I have learned when you submit multiple entries is that you almost become you get judged against your own self. So,
Mm-hmm.
for creativity, I'm giving these a 10 because I think everything about them was creative. How she executed by adding the clusters of glitter at the cuticle on the index finger and on the pinky, how she just laid random seashells in the water and on the sand, you could say, how she decided to do the palm trees are really like those black ones are kind of like at night or when the sun sets, and then she put the ombre behind it and she still has the
Mm-hmm.
ocean there. I just think that she really did a great job at again creating like a mural that all went together, and also
Mm-hmm.
basically letting out a whole bunch of different like techniques or different ideas. Like we have ombre, we have encapsulation, we have, those gold things that I've never even put onto nails because they're not as easy as they look to apply. We
They're
have
not.
so much, no, they're not. So we have so much going on. Oh, and then, but what I really want to point out again was, hold on, you guys, I mean, the thumb finger. I was very impressed by the creativity on that, and I had to give her a 10 for execution because I feel like everything that again, we said this about her before, everything that she came for, she got. Like, she didn't
Yeah.
sell herself short. She had these ideas, and they're very creative ideas. Very well thought out, because look on this one, you have to put those on the bottom and then you have to have those colors on top to
Top.
where they are not like they're still translucent, but then they're kind of not translucent because you want the effect in the broad daylight and you want the
And
effect
then
in this light. So it's like, girl, where the heck do you get all these thoughts? Like, how do you do
right.
this? So, and then for the wow factor, I'm gonna say that if I'm gonna say, I don't know, it's hard for me because I'm gonna give her a 10 because look at this. It's like black light effect or some kind of UV effect to a sort. I think she did say maybe that they glow, but I don't know exactly. And if this is glow, then I can only imagine if it was even a more better photo, that it would look even better. I'm really a sucker for palm trees. They're like my favorite. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm really stuck on the fact that this water looks like real waves in an ocean. So I'm not going to give her anything less than what she deserves. It's your turn, girl.
So I kind of agree with what you said. When you submit a lot of entries, it makes it, especially when you have one like the one that we just had that you threw everything but the kitchen sink at. This one is a 10 also, but it's a 10 on a completely different scale. Like it's a subtle 10,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Like, so I'm not gonna give her 10s across because for the overall wow factor, I didn't get that same like what pow as I did as the other one. I
Mhm.
think for
Yes.
overall wow, I'll give her an 8.
Okay.
They were gorgeous, like they were beautiful. I would love to wear them. Um, but I
I
think
think they're really
especially
pretty.
comparing, yeah, especially comparing them to And that's the problem. Like I said, I just saw her other submission,
I know.
and so
That's
it's
what you
kind
gotta
of
kind of like.
like it's a
You
bit,
gotta
you have to kind
put
of
it
like
out your
get rid
brain and
of
be
that.
like clean slate
Right.
each time.
Yeah, so for execution, I'm gonna give her a 10 because those
Okay.
lines on the palm trees I have tried and
Girl,
been very unsuccessful with.
you gonna like one of
The
her last entries
the
then.
marble blown that you said, especially on this one with the sand, the nail with the sand on the top part of it,
Mm-hmm.
that nail, that marble is so beautiful.
It's amazing.
And yeah, so for execution, I want to give her a 10. And
Okay.
creativity,
Mhm.
I'll I think I'll give her an 8 for creativity.
Okay.
It's not the most out of her. I think, and I once again, it's because I think she has set such
I
I have high
know.
expectations for all of
But
her
she
work
did
now
deliver
because
on this
she's
set
so
though.
no, she
She
delivered on this
delivered
set. It
but instead
she
of like the
delivered in
3D bulky
creativity.
way, it was more that
It's
we were
soft.
discussing this with our challenge that we were brainstorming on. It's like the
Yeah,
ombre, the like you did go in,
in.
but
You went
there's
in
two
and you
different
ate on
ways
this.
of going in, right?
You went
Because you're
in
gonna see
softly.
another entry, and you're gonna be like, okay, you went in, and I think you got that reaction. So
Yeah. Yeah, I love the set. I think it's gorgeous. I love, like you said, how the scales or the flakes at the top of the pinky nail kind of cascade down a little bit to the seahorses. Um,
yes.
and
Yeah,
like
it's
I
like
said,
light
those
casting in on
marbles,
into the ocean, huh?
yeah. And then
Yeah.
let's just get on this thumbnail for a second though,
Oh, okay,
because
okay,
that
yes.
has to
Let's get
have
on
its
that thumbnail.
own that has to have its own thing. The fact that
And I'm
it
trying to see
looks
the
like when you go to the aquarium and you walk underneath the shark tank and you look up and you see the sharks over you. That's what I look like when I see that. So
she's
that to
creative,
me,
very
the
creative.
creativity, I don't know what I gave
Oh,
her.
there it is.
I think I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna have to give her a 10 for that. But just for at least for that nail, because so
Girl, that's what I'm
creativity
saying. It's
10,
like,
because
shoot.
that was she killed it with that nail.
I'm gonna go,
Literally,
it's
it was
gonna go back to it.
aquarium.
I when I first saw like I'm trying to get back to the photo, but when I first saw the first picture, I was like, that thing looking a little wonky. I swear, I'm not even
Yes.
trying to cap at first. I'm being honest with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Right.
usually be this honest. But then
But then when
I
you
saw the
look,
next picture and I was like, I slapped myself. Like, girl, what you just say about her now? Because
right?
I was like, that is so cool. And that's the thing.
That
Like, see, from this one, it doesn't look like it's like, hold on, you selling me short compared to the other nails. That's how I first thought.
correct.
And then I saw the
That's how I
next
felt.
picture that was about to pop up. Ooh, and I was like, woo, that thing is on fire. I'm like, she is so creative to even think of that.
And to me, that was my favorite nail.
And isn't
So
that crazy that
that
she
killed
accentuated
the whole set.
some of the like least popular sea creatures, you know, or like
Hmm.
who's thinking
Look,
about
you even have
these?
a hammerhead shark in there. You have the different types of shark.
Yeah,
If
that's
you
what I'm
look,
saying. It's like
yeah,
she accentuated some of like I couldn't really see
Shark Week
anybody
for
else
my
doing
husband.
this. Huh?
That's how I knew that. Shark Week for my husband. That's how I knew that.
Oh gosh, that's so sweet though. Some people really love sharks. And see, that's the thing that's so cool about this panel and about this challenge is like, imagine if you got someone on panel who loved sharks. This set would hit so different for them.
Yeah.
So there's always a fair chance, I swear, to like earn high scores or good scores on this panel. But yeah, she did it. Okay, so we
She
both did
she
that.
killed it with that.
All right,
Yeah.
so next up, we already kind of saw a sneak peek on it, accidentally landed on it about 10 times. Hey babes, I want to invite you to go over to our blog site at www.scorpiongoddessnails.blog and check out our Goddess Gang Nail Art Challenge Hall of Fame. You do not want to miss out on all of the beautiful nail art. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. Thank you so much for joining us on our blog, and we look forward to seeing you guys in our next upload. Yeah. Do you want me to go
Look
first or you
at
gonna go
that
first?
octopus. No, I'm
Okay,
gonna
you
go.
are gonna go.
Look at
Okay.
that octopus. Look at that
Let's see.
octopus.
Let's see. Okay, right there. It's
Look
so
at
much
that
to take
octopus.
in with these.
There is so much detail. Look at the legs and even the little indents
Yes,
on
the
the
tentacles.
actual
Sucker
tentacles.
things.
Yes, that's what they were called. Then she had nerve to put the clam shells and the pearls next to it, and then and then she
And he
wrapped the
looks
tentacles
evil.
around the bottom. He looks like he's plotting something right now. And then look at this seashell nail. This is beautiful. The one right next to it.
Oh
It's
gosh, yes,
That's
very
just
beautiful.
elegant and beautiful, and that's like a trend that they have going really that
She
I'm
did a
seeing a
good
lot
job
over
at it.
Instagram. Yeah, she did it. I haven't done that great at it, and she did a really good job. And then this middle nail, I can't tell if that's an encapsulation.
I think it is. It has to be.
I mean, aquarium, or is it just
Oh no, it's
encapsulated?
encapsulated. No aquarium nails
Just
on these ones.
okay, yeah. So this one has that little blue starfish. Look at
Yeah.
that, and the little, I like these. These are gorgeous and they're cute and fun. They make me want to
They
go
feel like a
out,
real treasure
and
chest.
that's what they feel like. They feel like I'm going out to the sea. I want to go on the beach. I want to go. They're just so pretty. And then even the one with this little I guess it's like mylar. They're not mylar flakes, but the little chunks that I don't really know how to encapsulate with them. Uh, on the index finger, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
That
Super
even
beautiful.
they're just all the little details that she added in, and none of it overwhelmed the design.
And
It
that
looked
pink in
like
there,
a
she really snuck
sea.
that pink up there.
She
Like so
snuck it in
subtle.
there.
Just like
It
she
looks
snuck
like
this
a
hollow over
it looks
here.
like a it looks like a treasure chest kind of like fell open at the bottom of the sea, kind of, and like with the
Yeah.
pearls at the bottom. And yeah, she's super talented. Even the what do you call it? The marbling, I guess, of the seashell nail. She's very talented.
And the fact that she made it into a French tip, like, sis, come
Yes,
on.
she made
Um,
it into a French tip. And like I said, I love how each nail kind of, and they're all different, but they connect also by the pearls. There's little pearls in each
were we
nail, so
missing
it
a
kind of
thumbnail on
like
this?
um, I
Hold
think I
on.
got it.
Oh no, we better not be missing no thumbnail.
No, there was no thumbnail.
One, two, there's five of them. One, two, three, four, five. So this is the thumbnail over here. It's just,
Oh, okay. Kind of cut off a little bit.
yeah, it's kind of cut off a
Yeah.
little bit. So we do have a thumbnail though. So that's good.
Yeah. But these, like I said, they kind of like the pearls, they all go together. And it just reminds me of a under the sea sunken treasure vibe. That's more what I get from these, the octopus and the tentacles. And he's going around saying, "You can't have my treasure." I love these nails. These are more something that I would wear. They're soft and super elegant.
They
So
are.
for execution, I'm gonna give her a 10 because look at that
Okay.
octopus. Like,
He is
it's
awesome.
crazy. Her design work on him, her detail work is crazy. Creativity, I'm gonna give her a 9. Um, just because they're creative, I like them, and I kind of feel like she incorporated a lot of different things into them, and she made it flow together well. And
Mm-hmm.
overall wow factor,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give them. I'll give them a 9 also for overall wow.
Okay. 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 Nah. All right. So honestly, I'm really obsessed with these nails. I'm obsessed with one of the most important things that I have taken away from being a panelist is appreciation for depth.
Yeah.
Um, like at first I was just looking at the nails and everything and I was like, oh, they look good and everything like that. But if you look at the pinky where the octopus is, this nail underneath it is like it's got some, you guys know how much I love that iridescent shiny pearl
Hmm.
gloss look. So it's snuck in there kind of in a way that it's meant to blend in, but when you catch it, you can't, like, it draws
Unsee
you
it.
all the way in. And I feel so funny because you just got done saying it's funny how the octopus has the pearls there and the shells and all that stuff. Like he's like possessive AF. And so
Yes.
just the way that she is able to like draw you in, and like not only does she, you know, take the knife and jab it, but she twists it and like
Yeah.
she might even pull it out, to be honest. And I really appreciate that. I like that she, it doesn't, her art doesn't allude to, I'm sure she's a perfectionist, but from our perspective, or at least from mine, it doesn't feel like she was obsessing over perfectionism. I like the fact that the octopus has like these creepy eyes that makes him look like a villain.
I love those. That's one of my favorite parts of him.
Yes, like I had already said, I really like the fact that she had the idea of making the seashell into a Frenchie now. That was really
Yeah.
cute, and it cut us a break. She's really good at throwing
It did.
Frenchies. She throws Frenchies out of left field all the time when you least expect it, and they always just, it's kind of like when you have too much sugar and you need a little salt, or when you have too much salt and you need a little sugar. That's how it is when she does
Mhm.
that, and I really enjoy that. Enjoyed
Yeah.
that. The encapsulations, I agree with you 100%. It looks like a treasure chest just kind of opened up at the bottom of the ocean, and the stuff's
And
just,
just,
and it's
man,
so beautiful and it's so
it is.
pretty. Uh, the clear that she's using, I don't know what clear it is, but I like it. It looks
And I
good.
need that clear.
Yeah, that clear is
It's
looking
super
good.
shiny.
And again, I cannot stress enough how much I enjoy the fact that there's all those things encapsulated into the nails, but there's still pearls and things glued to the top of the nails that, again,
Mhm.
add to the depth. I don't think that we would appreciate that stuff underneath the encapsulation as much if those pearls were not on top, for example, because we wouldn't, our eyes wouldn't capture the depth as much. So,
Yeah.
on a constructive criticism end, I will say that the Frenchie, um, that now the it just, even though it turned out very good, and even though I can understand as an artist how you get exhausted and you're like, what do I do with this last nail? I think that
Hmm.
that one, and we have seen this before, even I've done it. It was like a last minute thought, or it was just something that's like, I'm throwing it together. And for execution, I do have to mark down on that just because I'm gonna give it 8. Um, just because you can't have, and I get it, but you can't have a perfect set and then do that, because when you have 4 entries, then it gives me room to be like, okay, let me nitpick with you a little bit. So I just did
Yeah.
want to nitpick on that because I know I'm quick to give out tens, but I want to be honest when I can. And even from the first beginning, when I saw this now, I was just like, it was a little careless. Um,
But
so
see,
definitely.
I
You
see the
like the
difference
fact that it
though.
was
I
careless though,
like that.
right?
I kind of like the fact that it was careless because I feel like it broke it up for me. Like the other nails were so much,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind
And then
of
it's
was
just
like, and
like she
especially
just
that's the
was a
ring
human,
finger too.
right? Like I'm
Yeah.
imperfect.
But
I
if you think
know.
about it, that's your ring finger too. So if you think about it, that's if she's wearing a diamond on that finger, that's going to be the star, and that's going to kind of accentuate that long pearl nail. You know what I'm saying?
I
As
will say
opposed
I was
to,
willing to compromise on it. Like on everything
Yeah.
except, like, I don't know if you can see my cursor. I know everyone else can't see it, but Cola, you might be able to see. But on this, on right next to where the octopus is on the ring finger at the smile line of the Frenchie, you can see that those lines that come up are a little bulky, which tells me that she
Oh,
must
I
have
did
started
see that.
applying the product from the inside to the out instead of from the
Out.
outside to the in, which tells me that she was just like, F this shit right now. And that's
I
the
get
only
what you're
place
saying.
where it's like everywhere else, if it was like that, I'm like, okay, it passes. Cause it's, you can tell the difference between one side of the smile line on the Frenchie, and then the other side of the
The other
smile line on
side,
the
yeah.
Frenchie. And it's a,
Yeah, the other
I
ones are
just have to
thicker,
be
yeah.
honest, when I can, because this artwork is so amazing. But that's just one thing. Or like, if imagine if you were a client, and I know this is a no art challenge, this is so stupid to say, but
Yeah,
it's just like, as an artist or as the
yeah.
artist, I just want to make sure, just just do it the right way. It's two lines, but it's not that big of a deal. But when we are looking for things to nitpick, I say,
See,
uh
now that I flipped my screen a little bit, when I have that exact look at screen as yours, I can see where you're saying when you get to the bottom, they kind of, the
yeah,
lines
it's
don't
just
kind
like,
of,
but I mean, creativity, I have to give it a 10 for sure. And then wow
right.
factor,
I think we're
um,
finding things. Her art is so good, we have to find things to nitpick at her.
well, yeah, and if you see
We
her last entry
because
too,
she,
girl.
I skipped ahead by an accident, and yeah,
So
I'm outdone already.
I know. So I gave her a 9.5 for the wow factor because I really love them. I love them. They're beautiful. I love how creative they are. So, all right, next up, one more entry by Glam. All right, let's see. Let's see. And also, I love the variety, the fact that they have like the different effects with the different lighting and things like that. And especially, oh, on this one we can see a good view of the thumb. The work is beautiful. The work is
Yeah,
beautiful. But
the
even
work is
here on this
gorgeous
on this view, I can still see that bulk right there of
there
that.
on the.
So, but it's okay. I love this set. I
I
love the
love the set
octopus
that
nail. I love the iridescent purple underneath of him. It's
me
so
too.
beautiful. Okay, so this is the next set.
Yeah,
She slayed.
out of control,
She slayed.
out
The
of
shape and length, first off,
control.
she did great. And these have a variety too. They're fluorescent or something. If that's what it's called, fluorescent. Look.
And so,
Look at
see,
that.
and this is what I'm saying, like when you put these nails next to the other ones, like they don't even compare. Like the first set and then this set to me
She
are
just got
just,
better and better and better. And it doesn't
yes, this
they're
is
all different
all,
styles. They're
they're
not.
all completely different styles. They're all, this sunset is just, it's
And she still didn't
magnificent.
have uniformity across the nails, even though they all went
But
together.
they all went together. So on execution for me, I'm giving her a 10 because look at the line work that she did on her trees, her clouds, her, I mean, not her flamingo stork looking thing guy. I don't know what he is. And then just the water is just beautiful on the thumbnail. You probably can't, no, not that.
That one
Yeah,
right there.
that it's just gorgeous. Just how she blended in. She made time to blend that yellow reflection into the sun of the water. Um, it reminds me of a Bob Ross painting.
She
That's
did
what it reminds me of.
amazing. That's why I was like,
Like
sometimes I want to
this
know,
set
where the
is,
heck did this inspiration come from, girl?
and where and how do you think to get and put it all together as one?
Like,
I would love to
you gotta
know.
have a peaceful household. You ain't got no.
To right, because this I cannot think of
It's so
anything like this in my household.
tranquil.
It is that just looks like I want to go to Hawaii or Jamaica
And
and
you
sit
know
on a
what I
beach
love too?
somewhere.
I don't think that none of this says that she cheated or that she used hacks, or
No.
it's just like she sat down, she did the work, she got the end result. Was like, oh, let me
Yeah.
grab a sponge and do this. This all
Yeah.
looks like brushwork to me,
And I
like good old
mean,
fashioned.
good old fashioned brushwork. And so I'm of the I just started the stamping thing, and I'm gonna tell you it's not as easy as it looks. So even that to me isn't cheating anymore. But this I think is all hand painted,
It
and
looks
that
it.
makes it even crazier. Like just even the pink clouds and
I know we get like a
yeah,
sunset and then we get like a sunrise and then we get like
sunrise,
a deep sunset and then we get like a
midday.
euphoric like, I came out of
She's
a
giving
comic.
us all the vibes with these
Yes,
nails. And I need to order a set. So
girl.
uh, put that link down below so I can go ahead and order
Girl.
this. But
Glam, come on now, girl. Get your money, girl. Get it while it's hot.
but
Get it while it's hot.
right. But so for overall wow factor, I'm gonna give her a 10 because just like
Okay.
that first set, when I first saw these, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Like I said, the reflections of the sun in the water, the brushwork. So for execution, I'm giving her a 10. Creativity, I'm giving her a 10 because she put
I
all of
knew
these
it.
different things together and she made it flow. Look how they're just like she's using the depth on the store on this, I want to call him a stork or flamingo, but you can see how he's up close and everything else is kind of farther back. And then on the middle nail, it's like you're right here standing next to the trees, but you can see out it's
She did
amazing. She did
amazing.
amazing
And
on this
she
set.
even on the thumbnail, like if you look on the pinky, there's a bright moon that's reflecting fluorescently off of the
Yes.
water. But on the thumbnail, it's just a bright moon hidden by the clouds, which is preventing it from casting brightly or
Sing
fluorescently over the water. Like those. And then if you look at the ring finger, she has like some northern lights
light.
moment going on over there. I don't
Yeah.
even know what that is at the tip of the nail, but if it's a reflection or what, but just so much thought and so much effort. And like realistically on Instagram, and I'm not trying to boast or brag, but I feel like these moments that are so tranquil and beautiful and creative and original don't get the attention and
They don't.
appreciation that they deserve because this is like these are
That's art.
easily somebody could easily spend $2,000 on these nails without a
Yeah.
problem.
Because it's
And
art. Like
it's
it's
I
art on
mean,
a
it's
canvas.
drawing us in like, dude, this is
Yes.
amazing. And honestly too, that's one thing I love about nail art is that you can capture these beautiful intricate moments on a small canvas that you can wear on your hand and you can take everywhere with you. And sometimes that's a lot less overwhelming than a 8 by 10 or a 5 by 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that about being in the DIY nail community and being able to kind of have that space to like, how do you think that she felt when she did these and like looking at them?
She had to know she killed it. When she was done, she was like, I am
She
her.
slept like a little angel
Right.
at night. She wouldn't
Yes.
worry about nothing.
Yeah.
So
She went to sleep and was like, I am her. I'm winning this challenge. And that's it.
that's on period.
That's on period. That is what she did. She said, this is my challenge and I'm taking it.
So congratulations, Glam Nails by Nikki, because I mean not Glam Nails
And
by
right, Glam Nails by
Glam Nails by
Janet.
Janet. We have Dream Nails by Nikki up next. Glam Nails by Janet. I gave her also 10 all the way across for this set. I feel like it was a no brainer. she did amazing, and honestly, I aspire to be like her. Um, this is something that often this kind of art is what you would see with people who use like those, are they called like pastels, those chalks? The
Yep.
little, like that's something you would see.
Mhm.
Uh, this is amazing for her to create. I mean, the fact that they look like brush strokes as if she used acrylic paint and she used
Yeah,
gel
that's what it looks
polish.
like.
Like, how did you do this? You did amazing. She really had her face like this. I can imagine her back was probably sore and like
Mm.
all crooked for like a week after this, because like that's how
But
much
when she was
detail.
done,
It
she
was
slept
worth
like a
it.
baby. Mhm.
It it was worth it. All right, so next we have Dream Nails by Nikki. So congratulations again to Glam Nails by Janet. Next we have Dream Nails by Nikki, and she had put in 2 separate entries. Hey guys, thank you so much for supporting my channel. I am so thankful to have you here. I just wanted to drop in and let you guys know that we do have the 12K giveaway and it is still active. We're trying to get to 12,000 subscribers on YouTube. So be sure, hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, drop down in the comments and let us know when you do. And head over to Instagram to locate the 12K giveaway flyer so you can participate and have the chance at winning a free prize. Thank you so much. Hey babes, have you ordered? She always does amazing too. We love all of our entries by Dream because she is always being super playful too. So you ready? These are hers. This is her first entry, and just wait for it. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. I'm gonna go first, or you want to go first?
No, go first. Go first.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alrighty. So let's pause for a second. So one, I don't know what it is about this length and shape, but I feel like one, I wish they all would have been a little like the, you know how I always talk about how the thumb is always a little bit bigger than the other one sometimes, and I don't like that in, you know, certain tips, but that's not her fault. But I wish that there would have been a little bit of a bigger canvas for all of the nails, not just the thumb. But this shape and length I feel is always so complimentary to any design that I see on this nail art challenge. And I just had to compliment that because it's amazing how those little things can help when you do nails. You might think that the design didn't turn out that good, but maybe you just need a better shape to complement. But I'm gonna keep going because I want to compliment the shape, but I want you guys to see a certain visual, like you can see on this one, and there's gonna be, okay, like right here. Her jellyfish is so stunning, and I don't know how the
Mhm.
heck she got, hold on.
Bless you.
Thank you. I don't know how the heck she got these things to be stacked all up on top of each other and not all look like one big old glob of jack shit. They
Right.
actually look like, it looks real. It looks very realistic. And I just want to compliment that. We're gonna get a better view of that, but I couldn't understand, even in the broad daylight, you can see they all look separate from each other. So I have to compliment the attention to detail. But we're gonna keep going. There's some really good views that we're gonna see here. You guys may be able to see the sea turtle, and then we have a flower here. I really like how that nail came together, but okay, right here. Again, the sea turtle and the jellyfish, I really like how the sea turtle has the, like how she used that dreamy pearl color. It has the pearl.
Yeah.
It almost, it honestly, it just forced me. The pearl part got me to like look at the, like look at the nail. And then once I
Yeah.
started to like look at it, I was like, oh wow, that's a sea turtle. So I really liked
Hmm.
how it was super subtle, but also there was that factor that really grabbed my attention. Again, that is a form of depth, but it's not the kind of depth that I'm used to. So I thought that that was super cool and unique. And the same thing with the jellyfish. I liked how the top of the jellyfish was that pearl that really draws you in,
Yes.
captures your attention. And then the little tentacles or whatever those things are called, they were not as visible at first sight, but the more you looked at them, they really drew you in and you're like, wow, like that is very good talent and that's very good work. And then of course, she loves to sneak her French tips in there. So I really like how on
Hmm.
this French tip she built the nail so that it would kind of like be like a little wiggle, like it just feels like very inviting and very feminine and cute. And then she has all those little pearls, like those little gemstones and things like that on all the other nails.
Yeah.
Overall, the overall wow factor for these nails, um okay, here's a good view. This is probably my favorite view. I would say my overall wow and so for creativity, I'm gonna give this is so hard, honestly.
It's
It's so
hard.
hard. All right, so for execution, let's see. All right. For creativity, I'm going to give a 10 because I know that this is beautiful artwork. It's always very creative when it comes to her. Execution, I'm going to give an 8 on execution, even though so I gave it 8. I added extra points to creativity for the execution of the turtle and the jellyfish. But overall, the execution, I feel like, for example, on the middle finger and on the pinky finger, I don't, well, especially on the pinky finger on the outside of it, it looks like there was supposed to be like some sort of like, there was some depth
Something there.
there, but it's not
Something
clear
there.
to me exactly what it was. And also with the French tip, I just felt like I've seen better Frenchies uh from Dream. So personally, I wanted to tell her like I'll give you an 8 because I know that you can definitely execute better because you have before. And for the wow factor though, I'm gonna give a 9 because I was very wowed by the turtle, very wowed by the jellyfish, and also very wowed by how she was able to take like. Remember earlier when we were talking about your pearls that you put onto your nail and things like that, and I was just like,
Hmm.
you just gotta add a little caviar. And like she
Yeah.
has just those little tiny bits of
The little
caviar
beads
that really
make it
make it actually
fit.
work. Yeah. So
Hmm.
that's why I want to go ahead and give a 9. So all right, now it's your turn, girl. You're in the hot seat now.
Okay, I'm in the hot seat.
It was tough.
Yeah, these are a difficult one to judge because I really, really like the nails. Overall wow factor, I'll probably give them an 8 for
Okay.
overall wow factor. That's just my overall wow factor. But for creativity, I want to give her a 10 because the fact that she did that turtle, and I like you said, I didn't even notice it was a turtle until I saw the pearl and it drew me in and it made me, oh, look, she sculpted the turtle to go with it. And it kind of was like it was going into the water. And then that jellyfish killed the game. Like
She did so good with that.
she did so good with that. So I would like to give her a 10 on, well, I'll give her a 9 on execution because
Okay.
there are certain things like on the pinky nail, like you said, it seems like there's something that could have been added or missing maybe from the side, but I do love the cluster at the top and the corner of the pinky nail.
Yes, me
Like,
too.
I love that gem cluster, and I love that it has that like greenish color because there's no real green anywhere else. So it kind of just made it pop a little bit. It made it stand out. And
Yeah.
then this nail here, while really simple, is still really elegant. And so I see where, the French tip could have maybe been done a little bit better,
Mm-hmm.
but the actual elegance of the beadwork is so beautiful.
It is.
So, yeah, I would like to give her a 9 for execution.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I like these. These are gorgeous.
Yeah, I really loved them too. And now that you mentioned about the green, I was gonna say, I think maybe if she would have just honestly put an extra layer of green over top of that. So, okay, one thing I think she may have forgot with the turtle is to outline it in white first. Like to put, so she would have added the base layer of the nail and then put white where the turtle would be and then build the turtle on top of the white. I feel like the green it didn't stand out as much from the blue because maybe she didn't have that
Oh,
layer of white. But
it makes
nevertheless,
it pop.
yeah, and then I was going to say I think even if she did add the white, then maybe even if she would have added one more coat of that green to make it even a little deeper, because then it would have really complemented those green gems and then it would have all
Yeah,
accentuated each other. But even still, without any of that being the case, I thought that was cool that you mentioned about the green gems because when you look at them in a perspective of like, oh, yeah, the green gems, then you start to see the turtle even more. Like they complement the turtle even
yeah,
more.
it does.
So I thought that was good that you pointed out that basically, even though this set is kind of all neutral in color, she
It
still was
goes
able to
together.
like make it pop by adding those super tiny details. And that's another
Right.
example of depth, how awesome it is. So
Yeah.
that is so cool.
You
All
don't have
right.
to have a million things on the nails to make them pop and have depth and be beautiful and tie together.
She really wanted to figure out how to execute on the aquarium nails and she tried and she finally got it. So as you can see, they really have a lot of bubbles in there and they really like the glitter and everything flows very well. Um Now, let's see. For execution, of course, I'm gonna give her a 10. She was very perseverant and she didn't stop working on these until she got exactly what she wanted. I love the fact that she dressed the nails up and I feel that she did a very, very, very good job on her ombre. It's very smooth and very clean. It looks like a real ocean and like the water when it washes up onto the ocean and things like that. There's a mermaid in there. There's tons of glitter. She also has the colorful pearls, which I thought were super beautiful. The
Hmm.
clam and everything like that. I just really thought that she went for perfection and she essentially got it. I don't see anything wrong with these nails. For creativity, um, I guess you could say she kind of like played it on the safe side, but then again, what is the safe side when you put all that time and energy into the inside of the nail? Like, look at how much stuff's inside of them. So for the wow factor, I have to give her a 10 for the wow factor on this set. And then for creativity, that's the one I'm gonna give her a 8.5. I'll give her 8.5 for creativity because I didn't feel like I don't know, I didn't feel like they were as creative.
As they possibly could have been.
It's not that they
Do
weren't or they were, it's tough. Like I just felt like if they were aquarium nails and they were based on just aquarium nails, then maybe I would be able to give them a higher score. But under the sea theme, um, I think I'm on the edge with that. I'm not 100% drawn in. So
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, um, overall wow factor, um, I'll give them a 9
Okay.
because I'm gonna tell you, I wasn't overally wowed with the four nails. And I'm sorry to say that. I don't want to like. I mean, they're gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're don't get me wrong. In any
But
mistake,
I
they
mean, we
are
have seen
gorgeous.
some amazing
But
creativity from Dream.
then when I saw, if you zoom in on that thumbnail,
Uh-huh.
that thumbnail to me just killed the whole set.
With that
Like
seashell and everything,
the
right?
way that she did the seashell, the way that the mermaid was placed perfectly, and it's so, so difficult to get any kind of placement on um those kind of things. And then you got them in an aquarium nail. She's silhouetted. I don't know silhouette. She is silhouette. Whatever you guys know what I mean. Her silhouette is gorgeous in this aspect, and then the fact that she topped it off with the cluster on top, it just made it
Oh,
beautiful.
hold on. I'm trying to
And
get
it
back
had
to
the
the
little
thumb.
bubble.
Hold on. Let's
And
see.
it had that little bubble in
Okay,
the
there we go.
bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, it
So
looks
I'm just
amazing.
that cluster, the way that she has the mermaid just kind of like in the background, and if you look, it's kind of like she's on the sand and the fish are swimming with the bubble around her. Like to me, that nail killed the whole game. Like that's what made me bump it from an 8 to a 9. Like
Okay.
that number, that nail killed it. Creativity, I'll give her an 8 for creativity. It wasn't the most creative that we've seen from her. We've
Yeah.
seen her get some real out there ones. Um,
I
but
honestly though, not to cut you off,
I
but I
will
guess
think
I
they're
can
nice.
not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but I think it is kind of cool though that I guess it is kind of cool from comparing the other sets that she kind of just went with something like super simple and uniform. I think this is the first set that we've seen that's kind of more like on the uniform end, which kind of
Yeah,
was refreshing, but maybe that's what really just was like flatlined us right there for
that's
a second.
right.
Like, hold up, fuck up, it's uniform. But
But
sorry, I
and we
just
can
was
actually
saying.
wear these though. Like this is something that I would wear to work. I would
Yeah.
wear, this is a I would wear it to the beach. I would wear it to Hawaii, like I was saying with the other set. Like these
Mm-hmm.
are a set that I would go out and rock and be like, yeah, I know I'm the shit. Like these
Yeah,
are
they look good. Like
these
be
are
clicking and
gorgeous.
clacking on your phone for no reason. I ain't talking to
Right.
nobody. Don't worry about it.
Talking with my
What you
hand.
say. What
Yeah.
you say. Like, hold
Yeah,
on. Let
one
me
of
call my
those.
TT. Like, hold on.
Right. Exactly. Let me go call my TT cousin real quick. Yep. Those are the nails. That's what those nails
Okay,
make you
so what
want to
about
do.
for execution?
And so for execution, because she persevered and I'm gonna give her a 9 because
Okay.
I haven't been able to do the aquarium nails and she kept going. So I'm gonna give her a 9 because you
Her head was banging
persevered.
against the wall too. I was like, oh, I was praying for her.
But you
I'm like,
did it though. You
she
that's the
did. And
thing.
that
You
clear
did it. You
too,
kept
whatever clear
going
she
and you kept
used.
going. It went
Her
and
clear came out
she
really good, actually.
I love the
It's
aquarium,
very
how they just
shiny. There's a
yeah,
close up on that thumb. Yeah, she did
they're
great. And
just
she did good at
beautiful.
providing the footage for us to see. Like,
The different angles and
she
just
was
even
very proud.
the fish in the background. And I actually really love it.
Me
I
too.
think it's
She got
a
a
really
lot of
gorgeous
junk in
set.
those nails, too. She did
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
All
she did a
right.
great job.
Well, I already know she did amazing. Oh, okay, hold on. The next up we have just the mess, but Congratulations to Dream Nails by Nikki. I was low key sad that she didn't have more entries because she spoils us on the Goddess Gang No
Yeah,
Art
during now
Challenge.
we're used to her giving us like 4 entries, 5 entries each
She
time.
goes all the way
And
in,
yeah,
so I was a little sad. But she said her son was going back to school and she was like stressed out about that. So totally
oh,
understand.
I can
Yeah.
understand too.
Hey babes, have you ordered your press-ons from At Nails by Thalia over on Instagram yet? We have unboxed press-ons from Thalia on our channel and her products are absolutely amazing. Thalia always delivers with high quality and speed. Go over and visit nailsbythalia.22 on Instagram and check out all of her beautiful creations. Be sure to support a fellow nail artist and get your press-ons today. Save with my discount code GODDESS. All right, you guys. So next up, we have Jess the Mess, and she submitted 2 entries. I'm very impressed by her work. This is her second time participating in the Goddess Gang Nail Art Challenge, and I believe that she was referred to us by Dream Nails by Nikki. So shout out to both of them.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
Yes, one person I really wish that we could have seen participate that we didn't was Kara because she participated last time and she was also invited. So if she's watching this, please participate in the zombie no art challenge because I was really impressed by some of our new participants and it was a treat to see Jess participate in 2 back-to-back no art challenges. So without further ado, here is her entry. Let's go ahead and play it. Now, hers, I don't know. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So I really loved how unique her artwork was, and I really love the fact that it all looks so simple, but it looks so intricate at the same time. I really like the fact that she kept this nail as an aqua nail. So she did each nail with like a different theme, kind of similar to how I had thought of my design was like, okay, I'm going to do a different theme for each nail. So this one does have glitter inside of it. Just an FYI, whenever you do take photos and videos, be sure to wipe your camera off because we have a glare on this one, which
Next
makes
one,
it a little
yeah, I
hard to
couldn't
see.
see it. Yeah,
Yeah, but it looks beautiful what she did put in there. So what I interpreted was that that was like treasure falling out of the treasure chest, and then there was also treasure inside of the nail, which was cool. But anyway, so I like the fact that she kept some of the nail see-through, and that her water didn't look like her ocean didn't look like a traditional ocean.
yeah,
I like the fact that she really she put corals on the bottom of each of them, so that's a little uniformity while all of the other
that's my
nails,
favorite one.
yeah, they have variety. I don't know which one was my favorite one. It was hard to decide. Um, because I really like this aqua nail that she did, and I love the treasure chest with the gold falling out of it. So for creativity, I'm gonna give her a 9 because I really like the way that she did the water. So for the creativity, I'm giving a 9. Um, and I also like the fact that, uh, like sometimes when you see the artwork, you look at it from the perspective of like as if you were the creator yourself. And I feel like when
Yeah,
she thought of this nail design, she knew what she wanted to do and she executed on it, but she didn't allow herself to become too overwhelmed. She didn't feel the need to like keep up with what would be most popular or what's most like I just feel like she really did her own creation. So that's why, oh yeah, the flag one. That one is awesome. Okay, let me pause right there actually. So that's why I really liked her work was I felt like it was all very original. Very original. All right, so for execution, um
original.
And for wow factor. All right. So for execution, I'm also going to give a 9 because I believe that whatever she thought of inside of her head, she executed on well. Even all the way down to the aqua nail, even though we didn't get the best visual of it because of the glare, we still got enough to see that I feel whatever she decided that she wanted to do, she did. And on the middle finger and the ring finger in particular, I really like how the waves look. They look very natural. All of the corals looked very beautiful. All of the work looked very well thought out, and just it looks like she took a lot of time, and whatever she visualized, she executed on successfully. For the wow factor, I'm gonna give a 9 for the wow factor as well. You guys have to remember that when I judge each entry individually, so I don't necessarily want to say I was more impacted by this one or that one, unless, for example, I really, really was. But just taking into consideration the theme and the artwork and everything like that, I really was impressed by this work and I really thought it was unique and original. So, your turn, Cola.
Okay, so this set is actually one of my biggest problems, not in a, no, like in a good way. Like no, like let me clarify that though, because what she had in her head, she completely translated that to this canvas. And that's my biggest thing that I struggle with. And so for me, like the creativity of being that takes talent, like to be able to put something in your head and say, okay, but this isn't going to go here. This isn't going to go. This is going to overwhelm it. This isn't going to overwhelm it, but this is going to go perfect. Let me complement this with this. Like that takes time to learn, it takes practice, and it's something that is really, really a technical skill that I do not have yet that I really like not envy, I admire in her because this is amazing. So
Mhm.
for creativity, I really want to give her a 10
Okay.
because you were able to translate, no, I'm sorry, not creativity, execution.
Execution. Okay.
Execution, yeah, that's
Mhm.
what I wanted to give her a 10 on because to me, what was in her head, she executed it perfectly. Like the bubbles, all of them tied together, it didn't overwhelm. You had the tiny little corals, and they all were different in their own little way. They all had their own little color, their own little funky little shapes and sizes. And the lighthouse nail is my favorite. I
That
really, really love
lighthouse
that
is
nail.
neat. Very
Yes,
clean.
I really, really wish that the camera wouldn't have been blurry so I could have got a better visual of the aquarium now because that one
Mhm.
to me was a little bit blurry, but I
Yeah.
do love the idea of the gold chest with the coins falling out. I think that it was like she killed this set. This set is really, really beautiful.
She did
So
amazing.
so for overall wow factor, I think I want to give her a 9.
Okay.
And creativity, I think I'll give her an 8.5 because it's not like the most out there creative thing, but
Uh-huh.
the way she was able to incorporate her creativity, I want to bump I want to give her due for that.
Okay. I couldn't agree more. And this again goes to show how I don't want to say we all have equal talent, but all of our talent can be admired equally throughout
Yeah.
this No Art Challenge. That's why no one should second guess themselves or feel bad. And you made a good point. This was she. I felt like when you were telling about how she was able to execute this, that it really goes to meditation, being able to close your
Mhm.
eyes and physically visualize, everything.
What you want.
Yeah, and then
Hmm.
just having that trust in yourself to put your mind over the
Yes.
matter and say, I can do this, you know, because I think throughout her artwork, you can probably tell that maybe even she second guessed herself, not second guessed herself, but she might think there's people who can draw these things better than I can. But
Hmm.
the things that she could draw well, she freaking drew the hell out of
She
them.
killed it. Like, yeah, that's
and
what I'm saying.
and
She,
she was
yeah,
able to play it safe on the other stuff, and we wouldn't have really known the difference unless we looked at it very
yeah.
deeply and analyzed it. So everyone
And who
has a fair
cares? Because
opportunity.
it's just an
It's
overall,
just art.
look. Yeah,
It's art,
you can
it's
have
talent, it's experience, it's a legacy at the end of the day, you know, it's a
you can
creation.
have you can have decals, and I like the fact that she had decal. Well, it's not, I don't know if they're decals, but I think there may be foils and or something of along. I like the fact that you can have all of that and then your hand drawn nail art also, because not all of us can draw everything, and sometimes it may look cleaner to have a little image right there. Why not? That's what they're there for,
And I like
and
that she
that
trusted,
she really did a good job.
yes, that she trusted herself with adding those corals at the bottom too, because that was just something
Yeah.
extra. So this So this is Jess's second entry, and you're gonna see like each individual nail first, and then it will show you the full set. Um, and I'll let you go first on this one, girl, because this one is exciting too. I do wish the nails were longer though, because like that is a whole clam. That was a clam with a pearl. And look, she did a whole cluster of the pearls too with no caviar.
Yeah. Look at that.
I think this one is an octopus. Okay, there we
So
go.
pretty.
Yep. So we got the starfish and we got the clam with the pearls all around, pearl babies, laying clams, laying pearls,
Yeah.
and then we got the octopus. And it looks like ocean waves.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of just start with the pearls. I love them. I think they're so pretty and
Mhm.
they're so elegant and they fit the nail perfectly. They go exactly with their little coral, like you said, their little coral babies. That
Mhm.
starfish, I can tell she did it by hand and it looks gorgeous. I love it. And I'm trying to get to, I'm doing the video and it does the one by one nail.
Oh
And look at the
yes.
octopus. And that, okay, so yeah, that starfish. That starfish was killing the game.
I know her. It was insane how realistic her starfish looked, and that clam.
Yeah,
Like she did so good adding the little.
the tiny little things. So I like the waves at the bottom. Like I kind of feel like that tied it all together. That like they're just so pretty. It's a really pretty set overall. Like I really like the set. So for overall wow factor, I'll give it I think I'll give it an 8. Like it
Okay.
wasn't the biggest overall wow. Execution, I'm giving her a 9 because it looks like she did a lot of that stuff by hand. Like the
That
octopus, the
clam,
starfish, that
that
clam,
starfish too.
that's
Yes.
crazy. So, and it looks so pretty and it goes together. So yeah, I definitely want to give her a 9. And then on creativity,
Mhm.
I think I'll give her a 9 too. Like there, it's a pretty set. Like this set is really soft and really different compared to her other set too. So it's funny to see like the difference in the two different ways she looks at it. But yeah,
Yes.
these are
All
pretty. I
right.
like these.
So for me, um, I know it's gonna sound like a broken record, but I just cannot express enough how this set looks totally different than the other set. Honestly, if you didn't know any different, you would never know that these were made by the same artist. And that's what's
Correct.
so intense and crazy is because, like, I
Yes.
know that if I was to give this set tens all the way across, people would be like, why'd you give it tens all the way across? But there's some things that you have to look at from the artist's
Element. Yeah.
perspective. And it's like do you see how the middle three nails are all matte? And then the
Yep.
shiny is really just the clam and the pearls.
And the
Whereas the
yep.
starfish nail is more shiny and it looks like
Shiny
perhaps
and
the
the
octopus one is. So those are like
yep.
super fine details
Little
that
touches.
people may not really admire or really they don't take the value all the way in. But and okay, so when we were looking at the individual views, I'm like, what is this white stuff at the bottom of the nail? Like, that's so
Right.
weird. But when you look at it all together, it looks like real water waves.
Way.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I also really enjoyed that, like, the nails are kind of the actual ocean itself. So
Yeah.
she tied that element in there very discreetly, but also very vividly,
Yeah.
which is to me it's a pure talent. So
She did it's
uh
really subtle, but you hit the nail on the head basically. Like she's like, yeah, this is it, but it's discreet with it too.
yes, so I am going to give a 9 for the wow factor, because I was very wowed by the ocean waves. Now that I can see them all together, I was very wowed by the pearl, the clam with the pearl. I thought that that was, I love how dainty and like it looks very
Feminine.
fragile.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, I know that took a lot
Feminine.
of work. Yes. And then also, I really love the starfish. For execution, I'm going to give a 10 because I really again appreciate that she is able to take this visual from inside her head and lay it onto the nails and make it look and feel seamless, effortless, easy, just like very inspiring and encouraging for other
Right.
artists. And
Very.
then creativity. I know that y'all think that I give tens a little too easy, but I really think that there's certain parts of this set that show that she really exemplify her creativity, like the waves of the ocean and how they're only on those three middle nails, like that matte
Yeah.
factor versus the shiny. And especially, I cannot stress enough, the starfish, I have done numerous of those. If y'all think they're easy, they're not. The octopus is not easy to do either. But that clam with the pearl is just,
It was so
I
dainty.
can't not give her her credit where it's due. So I'm giving her a 10 for creativity. All right. So that was very nice and exciting. Now next up we have a new participant. Her name is Nels Drip underscore Des DESS on Instagram. Hey babes, I wanted to tell you more about Irresistible Me hair. Their hair is 100% human hair. It doesn't damage your scalp or your natural hair, and the application is easy whether you select clip-ins or a complete wig. As you may know, we've unboxed 16-inch and 20-inch clip-ins in 2 different colors on our YouTube channel. I definitely recommend you try them. Be sure to click the link down in the description box to learn more and save with my discount code. You guys, I'm telling you guys, one,
Oh
thank you guys
wow.
so much for participating in the Goddess Say No Art Challenge. This art, we always think we've seen it and we've seen it and we've seen it. And then we're like, we haven't seen it yet. And we truly haven't because look at this.
Wow. Yeah. That wow.
It's literally so beautiful. Now, I do have to tell you
It's
guys a
so
little
pretty.
spoiler. She did not include a thumb. So we only have four
Oh,
fingers to judge. So you know that for execution or wow factor, we're going to have to mark down a bit. But this is what we have. So you want to go first?
well, I'm not gonna mark her down on wow factor because my wow factor was still high for them.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna do that. But I will for execution, I will mark her down a little bit for the execution
Okay.
because there's no thumb. I need a thumb
We
to
need that
see.
done because
But
that's a lot of
we need that
nail
thumb.
to be missing
But
out on.
it's a lot. You're right. But the set overall,
Hmm.
I'm gonna start. I wanted to give her. I'm giving her 10 in my wow factor, which is why I said you weren't taking away her
Okay,
10
10, 10.
because when I saw it, I was like, well, I guess that is no. I'm not. No, she's gonna get her 10 because when I saw the set, I was like, wow, that wow, she did that. She did all, and it looks like she did all of it by hand. I love how it glows in the dark. I look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not the star, even the starfish. Like, look at the little details on the starfish and the clam with the pearl again, and the seaweed
I
and
know.
like
Let me
this
pause
set
it.
is beautiful. This set is absolutely beautiful. I love this set. So yeah, she's getting her 10 for me on Wow Factor. I'm not gonna knock her on it. It's her
Okay.
first time, it's her first challenge. So that's why you'll get the one-time pass for me on this one on your first challenge. But for execution, I'm gonna give her a 9
Okay.
because she has so many different elements on there. Like she has the pearl, the
That
starfish, she
air
has
the what is it? Fluorescent, that fluorescent
the
effect.
fluorescent seaweed. Yes, that made its own little touch. She has the dots on the starfish. She has the lines on the little fish, the actual pearl. And then I don't know if it is it seaweed coming out of the pointer nail or I can't
That one
really
I was a little confused about. Hold on. Let's go back
I
some. It's a oh, it's a jellyfish. Up here at the top you can see the top of the jellyfish and then those that part coming down is like the little tentacles.
oh, that's pretty. But since I can't give it all of that because I didn't know what it was. But yeah, I want to give her a 9 on that too because she did really good. This set was really nice.
Okay, a
Like
9 on that one.
so I'm gonna give
Okay.
her a 9 on two nines and a 10 because
Two
she
nines
to
and a
me
10.
she killed it.
Two
She
nines
killed
and a
this
10.
set, especially for her first time participating in a challenge and not knowing how people are and how we would judge or anything like that and putting
Just going
yourself
for
out
it.
there. Yeah, that takes a lot of courage and I want to give her her due because she ate with them.
Yes, honey. Okay, so um again, and I'm gonna continue to say this because I just hope that you guys get it. Like, for example, if you were not to see any of this nail set and you were to only see this fish, this hand-drawn fish, you would think
Mhm.
like a 2-year old probably drew that, right? Because it's like it's just a little fish. But it doesn't have to be intricate and it doesn't have to be perfect in order to be considered like amazing artwork because like you just said, she just she went for it. She trusted herself and she followed it and she created her art.
But even the little details of outlining it made it pop a little bit more.
That
You know what I'm
depth,
saying?
right? Just knowing those
Yeah,
little.
that's what we were saying.
Yes, and not only that, what I was going to point out is if you look at the starfish and you look at the clam with the pearl and you look at the jellyfish and whatever is on the thumbnail that we can't see, and then you just see this drawn on fish. Actually, if you look super close, there's some 3D bubbles coming from the fish's mouth. So that's the 3D
Oh,
effect on
wow.
that now. But
Oh, wow.
Anyone could think like, oh, you have to have, if since you have all these 3D effects on the other nails, then the fish should be 3D too. But this artist didn't decide that. This artist decided that the fish should be hand drawn and it should be outlined in black and things. So this is what makes art so admirable and so versatile and so beautiful, is that there is really no right or wrong. You know, you can just do what you
Yeah.
feel and it comes out looking amazing. And those are the things that sometimes I just want to know, like, from, you know, the person that's admiring the art, what in the world
Mm.
made you do that? You know, what made you
Yeah.
decide? But looking at it closer, I think they wanted to have those bubbles. I almost wish those bubbles would have been a little more predominant. um
Or
Now
maybe
that,
like with the 3D, that color pop, it would have made it
yeah,
pop a
cause
little bit
or just
more.
even putting some white underneath there, or like a lighter color blue or something. But yes, so
Yeah,
I just really wanted to point out how beautiful art can be, and how it
it
we
can.
don't
Yeah.
have, it's a space that we really can't even control. It's just like so vast. So I really like that. I love the fact that her starfish looks to be on its back, which means that we're seeing
Mm-hmm.
the bottom of it, which is super
Little
cool.
tentacles. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said about the seaweed, I like that she just went and used a regular old black glitter background. I really love that. So for creativity, I'm definitely gonna give a 9.8. I'll try to slow down on my tens. Execution. Okay, girl, you cannot not do the thumbnail, but like Cola said, it's your first time.
It's her first time. Give her
So,
one pass only because like she ate on this challenge.
yes, okay, so I will give a 10 for the wow factor. I will, because not only is that clam, there's a lot of competition in this challenge with this clam and pearl, because between the
Yeah, a
last one
lot
and
of
this
people
one, I
have
don't
it.
know which one I
Which
like
one I like
better.
more? Me
And
neither.
then between the starfish on Jess's nails and the starfish on these nails, I don't know which one. So,
Oh,
definitely gonna give a 10 for the wow factor, because I was super impressed. Also by the difference in the lighting. When we turn it to the black light or the LED light, then we can see
yeah.
the fluorescent colors and things like that. And that takes extra time and skill.
And effort.
Yeah, and so execution, for execution, that's where I'm gonna just drop the score just a little, because there's no thumbnail, and I'm going to give a 8. I'm going to give a nice solid 8, and I think that that's fair. Um
Okay.
because I also am taking into consideration that I agree with you on the index finger. At first glance, I didn't really know what it was. I kind of like overlooked it out of just common courtesy, because it was like, oh, everything else is so cute. But with that thumb being missing and the index finger being a little bit like, then I feel like it will be fair to judge appropriately.
Accordingly. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is the Guys Gang No Art Challenge, and we have to be honest with you guys too. We want
Yeah.
everyone to grow, and we like to grow too when we create. So, all right. Next up, we have another new participant. And you really gotta look close at these ones, because they are super dainty. But
I,
they're very, very dainty. But Baddest underscore Nikki underscore Nels over on Instagram decided to participate. And so thank you so much for joining us. And let's go ahead, and I'm gonna let you go first, Cola.
I'm just gonna just watch the video for a
Yes,
minute.
take them in, because they're super dainty and cute. They're not loud like the other sets per se.
Mm-mm. But they glow in the dark.
Mm-hmm. They do. Yep.
So this set, the reason that I like this set so much is because it's so different than all the other sets that we've had so far. Like all the other sets were like super vivacious with color and super just glam in your face. This is
Mm-hmm.
so soft and so elegant, and I just want to compliment her on being able to incorporate that without having to do the crazy out there things. Because just because we love loud and crazy things doesn't mean we don't love and appreciate the
The
simplicity and the
subtleties.
talent and the subtlety of this set. So this set to
Mm-hmm.
me is so beautiful. She did the pearl work where with the French tip. She
I
all
love
of the
that.
little gem work, all of the gem work, and then it looks like the 3D gel work on the pinky with the French tip. Like there's so much that I love about this set. And this was a set that once again that I would wear on a daily basis. Like I could wear this and I could dress the set up or I could dress it down because it's so pretty. I think that because it's hard for me a little bit to tell the difference on one of the first nails on the 3D because the background is so close. I'm going to deduct a little bit from that. But other than that, I can't see too much wrong with this set. So overall wow factor, I'm gonna give her I'll give her an 8 for overall wow
Okay.
factor
Mm-hmm.
because it took me, it was really pretty and it was really, but it was a subtle pretty. And I don't want people to think that, overall wow means it has to be like kablam. It wasn't that. Kudos. I want to give her a 10 for creative, loud, um, fun, what you would think of when you think of Under the Sea. You did such a peaceful, I'm laying on a beach with the starfish and
I
I'm
was gonna
playing
say
with
it's
my
giving
pearls.
Frozen goes
Like
to the
it's
beach.
good. That's
It's
what it's
giving.
giving. It's the Frozen goes to the beach. That's exactly like Ice
That's what
Beach.
I was
Yes,
gonna say.
it's it's really it's
Ah,
really pretty. Yeah. So for creativity is where I'm gonna give her her props because I think that it's really different and I really appreciate that. So I'm gonna give her a 9 on creativity.
okay. Oh
And
wait, you
then
gave her a
for
10 on creativity. You only got
oh wait,
execution
wait.
left.
Oh, so then that was what I wanted to give her a 9 on
Yeah.
because of that one nail that I couldn't see the I thought that maybe it could have been just slightly darker on, I guess it would be the pointer
The
nail,
index finger.
the index
Yeah.
finger. That one, no, that one, yeah,
Oh,
that one
the
right there.
thumb. The thumb.
Yeah, the thumb. Where at the bottom, I think it could have been just like a slightly darker color just to maybe accentuate it a little bit more. But like I said, that's the only critique I really see for these nails. I love how they did have
Oops.
different color gems, but they're still soft and they incorporate with the whole set. Like she did a really amazing job on this. Thank you
Yes.
for joining us. We really love having new participants because you guys show us stuff that we haven't even thought of. And this, just look at that gem nail. That is so pretty to me. Like,
I
so
really
yeah,
like
I
this
really
set.
like it.
I really liked it too. And I really love the glow effect. I thought that was
Me
like
too.
super awesome. So, I don't know. Um
Wow.
this nail set, I always really appreciate the first time participants, but I always feel bad for them on panel because I feel like we're kind of very seasoned. And so
Yeah.
we kind of almost can see a nail set and we can be like, if only you would have done this, then it would have gone perfectly. So
Right.
just I want to start with my constructive criticism or insight. I like to say constructive insight. The only thing for me that these nails are lacking is depth. That's all.
Right.
And depth is, we've
That's what I
talked
mean
about it
by
a lot
that
of times.
color.
Yeah, depth is
It
one of
could have.
the hardest things. That's why I always want to boast on the artists who master it like
Yeah.
without any effort, because it's like I'm jealous. Like, how do you do that? Because what I see is that this nail design, she has so much inside of her head and she wanted to let it out. And like you
Mhm.
complimented Jess earlier on the Lighthouse nail set, and you said that how she was so skilled to be able to have all those things inside her head and to know how to layer it onto the nail and how to execute so that it just
Right.
came together perfectly. And so what I want to say is I hope that we see Baddest Nikki Nails and more participate in more nail art challenges, because
Yes.
I can
I'm
only
going to
speak
follow.
yes, I can only speak from my personal experience that I learned depth from the importance of it from the very first nail art challenge that we did, the color explosion. And Nails by Tipsy, I think that was her name, if I'm not mistaken. But she had the colorful I don't know if you were on that one, but she had like a colorful nail set,
Uh-huh.
and there was like butterflies on it and all kinds of stuff. But it was just like a painted junk nail. That's how it looked, but it had so much depth. And ever since
Mhm.
then, I have been able to see it and like understand it and appreciate it. And now, unfortunately, now that I'm trained, I can't unsee
See.
when there's not depth, because when I
Right.
look back at all the nail sets that I have created where I thought in my head that it would come out perfectly and I did everything and then it came out and it felt like, oh my God, like
Flat.
what am I? Yes. And that is infuriating because you're like,
Yeah.
I put everything, but it's just that depth. So I would encourage this artist, even in her spare time, to recreate this nail set and see if she could do even better at depicting what, like, taking what's in her head and depicting it onto the nail, because I feel like
Yeah.
she had a story here, but it just got it's like a
Kind of
salsa
lost.
right now. It's like a tossed
Yeah.
salad or something. So that's I just have to give
The
like
constructive
these
criticism.
are opportunities for us to learn and to grow together and to create a safe
Yeah.
space to, you know, give feedback. And so if it's not valuable, then excuse me.
Yeah.
But
And
I
if you
can't,
love the set, then yeah,
and I
not
do love
everybody's
them,
gonna
but I
love
can't
everybody's set.
not,
Yeah.
I can't not say what could have make it from like a basic nail artist to like a professional nail artist level, because
Right.
overall, because she has there's rhinestones, there's the
You have opportunities
pearls.
there. Yeah.
Yes, there she used matte top coat, she used the flash gel of some sort, she's got some hard gel in there to create
Yeah.
the depth on the nails. So there's so many different components, but somewhere they're just not ordered properly, and that usually happens when we have, like me and Kola, we have talked about like you can have creative overload. I feel like she just like,
Yeah.
but that is what we ultimately loved the most about her set, was that she went with her own instincts and it looks like it does give creative overload, but it's a
Yeah.
good cluster. It's not, it's
Yeah.
given I'm going to my grandma's house and vintage, browsing, as opposed to you at
But
Walmart
my
and they're
nails are still gonna be
overstocked.
fly.
It's
Yep.
like I can appreciate all of this, and I really enjoy that. So for creativity, I'm gonna have to agree with Cola, and I'm gonna go with the 10. For execution, I'm gonna give a solid 8, because I feel that there could have been a better execution overall. But for the wow factor, um, for the wow factor, okay, I'm just gonna tell you one more thing that's a little bit of a pet peeve. I don't know, Cola, you can tell me how you feel about it. But Okay, on the thumbnail, she has the Frenchie outlined with the pearls, which is perfect. But every time I
Uh-huh.
do that design, I always hate to see, you have to decide if you want the pearls to come all the way up to the cuticle or if you just want them to go up to the edge of the free edge. So like she kind of has it up to the edge of the free edge. If she would have added a couple more, I feel like it would have went up to the cuticle. But what I always find when I do this design is that it looks better if you just do the whole thing, like the whole circle with those pearls, cuz that cuticle area looks so bare, and I hate that. So, what is
You mean
your
like all the way around? You think if she would have
yes.
put the pearls all the way on, even on the top? Is that what you're trying to
Yes.
say?
So it would have had cuticle pearls and the smile line pearls.
I can see that, but I think that that's more of a artistic thing because I can see that if while she had a lot of other stuff. So one of the things that I try to do is I don't like to have a lot. I love junk nails. I love to look at them. I love other people that wear them, but I can't necessarily function with them because when I look down, they're going to stress me out. It's too much sometimes. So, like, I love to admire them and look at them. But so I feel like that was one of her, like how you said I had plain, like two plain nails on the set that I did. Like, they were
Like she
just
was
kind
kind of
of,
like try not
she
to
was
go
a
overboard
breaker,
or
a
like
palette
tone
breaker.
it down a bit.
Hey, no, it was a palette cleanser. That's what they say. Like it's kind of like a palette cleanser. Like look at what we're going to go into and look at this elegance that we're kind of going to do. I can see where it would have added some extra like pop to it,
Yeah, it would have felt
but I
just a
can
little more
also
complete
see,
for me.
yeah, but I also can see that, either
It's
way
kind
for
of like
me.
a little subtlety.
And I think that the problem that you really have with that nail is because the top and the bottom is so close. Like I said, so if she would have maybe created the depth on the bottom
Like a little bit of a
with the
darker color.
3D
Yeah.
with a little bit of a darker color, maybe it wouldn't have made the top so clear and opaque
Yeah,
and
maybe she cut
noticeable.
the
You know what
palette
I'm
a little
saying?
too much.
Yeah, I think that that's kind of what I think that that's kind of what happened. Like she needed a little bit more of something either on the top or on the bottom, but like either a little bit of color on the bottom or maybe a little bit of bling on the top.
Yeah, I agree
But
with you. I
yeah,
agree
I
with
think
you
that
on that
that's
one.
all that really would have just, but that's once again, that's all artistic
Yeah, it's just like it's really
preference,
about like how you
who,
can go from 10 to 20 real quick. It's just like
right.
it's just those little tiny things. And sometimes you may really not, I was gonna say too, I almost feel it's like taking something out of me to look at them without being able to put them on my fingers to see if it would physically look better
I want
with
to
the
see,
cuticle
I,
bling or without
I
it.
think,
So,
but I think if she would have put, I think that the cuticle bling would have been fine, but if that darker, whatever that
blue
is,
at
the
the bottom
3D
would have been
artwork, yeah, if it would have just been like maybe mixed it with like a little bit of white just to give it like a tiny hint of some kind of color or
just
a
something to
pearlescent kind of curl, something to create it so it wasn't so similar to the background. I don't think the cuticle bling would have been
I can
as
imagine maybe that was the first
either
nail
way.
that she did, honestly. She probably did
Hmm.
that one first and then
Probably.
she was like
Yeah.
into her zone after that. But yeah,
Yeah, because
so for the
that last nail ate though. I love that one.
yeah,
That
she did
pinky.
amazing.
Hmm.
So for wow factor for me, I'm gonna give a 8.5. 8.5. Um, I really oh man, it's hard. Okay, I'm gonna give it a 9 actually because of the glow in the dark. I almost forgot about that. All right, I'm giving her a 9 for the wow factor. I was very pleased by these, and I was really. You guys actually are gonna see a couple of more entries that were a little against the grain, and I always really love the artwork that's against the grain, because it's magical, and I just don't think that we can't zoom inside her head and even know what the heck she was thinking when she did this,
Thinking,
because she was
right?
in her own world, and it's beautiful. So
And it was so calm and serene there.
it was. So next we have Customs by J. It's customs with a Z underscore by J. Hey loves, I wanted to take a moment to invite you to visit our Goddess Gang forum on our blog site at www.scorpiongoddessnails.blog. Join in on our threads as we continue to grow into an inspiring community where we can connect and support each other. Whether you're a pro or just getting started, or someplace in between, you're invited. We'll see you there. She has participated in one of our nail art challenges before. Ooh, we got Diesel in the cut. No, just teasing.
Sorry, I'm trying
It's
to.
okay.
I'll mute him.
So by Jay, she did 2 entries, and she didn't provide a lot of photos or anything, so it's gonna go by kind of quick. I'm gonna let you go first, Cola, or you want me to go first? I can go first on hers.
Oh, no, I can. It's cool. He's quiet right now.
Oh, okay, you're gonna go first.
Um,
All right. So
yeah, let me go first while he's quiet.
here's
Um,
customs by Jay. It's gonna show you. Okay, here's the
s-
picture. This is it,
okay.
girl.
So I like these nails. They're very simplistic. They're very, I mean, I don't
They look
have a
like
whole
real
lot to
life
say.
ocean. I want to know how the
They
heck she
look
did
like
this.
bubbles. I don't know how she got the bubbles to go the way that she did.
I
I I'm assuming she did the bubble technique with but how she
don't think
cured it.
so. I don't
No, because
know.
that's water. That looks like water bubble. I don't know how she did it. So for execution, I want to give her a 9 because I have no idea how she created the uniformity that she created, if that makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
it flows so seamless together. It's so pretty, but they're all different. They all have their own little bubbles. Um, creativity. What was that?
You did
Overall, wow.
execution you did 9.
Okay, execution.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, wow. I think I'll give her a 7. I mean, they didn't shock me that
Okay.
much. They were beautiful. I love them.
Okay.
Like I think that they were gorgeous set. I would wear them. I would buy them. But overall I wasn't like, "Oh my God, wow." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, creativity, I really want to give her her marks because I don't know how she got those bubbles to lay the way that she did and to do the line work and to make it flush and even. I know all of that takes practice and hard work, and you have to play around with all of that to get it to work. And I don't know if it was the bubbles or
She was like, listen, y'all.
water
She was like, listen,
or
y'all. I'm going to show y'all how to slay. Threw some junk
um,
on the nail, threw the entry in. It was like, and that's how you do it.
and this is how you do it, right? So for creativity, I'm gonna give her a 9 because I like these.
Okay.
I like this
You can
set.
give her a 9. Oh, crap. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got a 9. All right. So, for a wow factor, I'm going to give her a 9 because honestly, I was like, how in the world did she do these? Like,
Right.
uh,
Like, how did she accomplish that?
and then it's like I can take into consideration sometimes the simple things are perfect within themselves. You don't have to do anything extra. So for creativity, I'm
Exactly.
going to give her also a 9 for trusting herself and for just simply going with it. And then for execution, I'm just going to give an 8 because um I just think that, for example, if this was going to be all, and this is nitpicking, honestly, but if this was going to be all that the design was, then the shape should have been flawless. And it's not a snatched shape. And you guys know that
Okay.
execution, um, with there not being a lot of intricate artwork, then we have to kind of look closer at other
Find
things
stuff
that would
to
fall under
yeah.
execution. So I would just say next time if you do a nail design like this, which is perfect, I love it, but just go the extra mile. Don't just throw the junk on there, girl, and send me the picture, because that's like you really flexing in our faces.
Right. And please tell me how you did it in the comments. Drop the comments
Girl,
below.
please
You still get
do.
entries for the comments, so drop
Yes.
comments below.
If you guys want to win in the comment raffle, then and that's one thing too that I wanted to encourage you guys to comment and tell us, because we want to know how the heck did I, because it's like, okay, did she use a watercolor
Right.
ink
What did she
or
do?
gel, and did she did use the watercolor gel, did she still blow the stuff around, like how did she get it to look so
Like that.
good?
And then
So
she sealed it and shiny and made it so pretty.
yes, but I really would have loved to see a super snatched shape on these nails. So that would have made it like even over the top. So, all right. And we have one more entry by Jay. Okay, there we go. So
And you know why
these,
she gave us, you can see why she gave us the other one is because she did this one.
she's like, you ain't
The
getting two
other
sets
set,
like that.
you're not getting, I'm not about to go ham for you for two sets. You can see, so this this set is so pretty and it's so different from the other set. And I can tell that she was like, okay, I'm gonna take this in two different ways. And now it makes sense to me. Like I can see why those were so simplistic and intricate because these are like hot out. Here, how you like me now, girl?
Girl,
You gonna like
giving
me or
Eve
love me?
and Missy
Yeah,
Elliott today,
you gon'
baby.
you gonna love me today with that
Yeah, I like
mermaid in the
these.
middle nail with the pearls, just that accentuated. I love the little turtle at the bottom in the water. I love the
Mm-hmm.
sand nail. I love the little treasure nail. I love this set. This set is so pretty to me. So
On such a small canvas.
and such a small canvas, she was able to create a really beautiful set of art. So for overall wow factor, I do want to give her a 10 because when
A
I saw it,
10.
I was like,
A 10.
wow.
Okay.
And she, and it really made me say, wow, she ate on this challenge because she did look at the sand work though. Like, I don't know. Is it sand? What is it? But it looks like it. Like it
I think
looks like it
so.
would be gritty to the touch. Like
Though, especially on the
that.
pinky, I think you can for sure say that it looks like sand.
Yeah, and just all the little details of this nail set is why I love it so much. So let me see. What do I have left? Creativity and
And
execution.
execution, yes, ma'am.
Execution, I'm gonna give her, I think I'm gonna give her a 9 on execution. And that's
Okay.
only because I love 3 out of the 5 more than the other 2. And I think that
Okay.
that's only because, oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Hold on. Um, so,
It's okay.
hey, hey, hush.
It's okay, Cola. He's not that loud.
Okay. Okay. So, ex yeah, I love 3 out of the 5 more than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2, I feel like she kind of threw stuff on them
What, the
to
first, the
make them
thumb and
look
the
like
index finger?
correct. Yes. I felt like she kind of threw stuff on them like on the sand though. Like they were playing stuff on the sand and they were playing stuff on the sand and you better not eat my nail file that I threw at you either. So oh,
It's okay.
it was just a foam nail file. Don't yell at me, guys.
Dog abuse
So
happening live on Scar.
don't I, I
Just
talk
teasing.
don't call PETA on
Girl,
me. It
he
was a
is, what's his
traffic
breed
mail
again?
file.
How do you
He
say
is
it?
a Cane Corso.
And he is
He is
huge.
9 months old and he's 105 pounds and he is a
You
massive,
could tell by that bark that that boy got some.
yes.
He is big. But okay,
Okay.
so
And
creativity.
sorry,
It's
sorry. So
okay.
creativity. I want to give her a 9 also
A
because, like
nine.
I said, I feel like 3 kind of were like sand with things thrown on the sand,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other 3 kind of to me were well thought out. Like this is exactly what I want to do with the placement. This is where I want everything to go.
Mm-hmm.
I love this set. This set is super pretty.
Okay. All right, my turn. My turn. All right, so I've already decided on my scores for once, but I want to give some feedback off of stuff that you were saying. Like that turtle in the water caught my attention at first glance too when I
Mhm.
first saw these. And the sand I really like. I like that. I'm a sucker for the pinky finger. I'm always so mad that it's not bigger because it's like one of my favorite nails to do, but you don't really get a lot of space. And I like that she did that nail on the pinky nail because there is
Mhm.
limited space and it kind of feels like a void, but she wasn't intimidated by that. She was like,
And people
no,
always
this is
avoid the
going
pinky.
here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I like that. It just speaks of, again, you kind of have to be an artist of, like a nail artist to kind of feel that, that sense of um like she really trusted her gut, or she really had a lot of
Yeah.
courage and she just went for it. And I feel the same exact thing for the ring nail, the finger right next to it. I think that this one
Mhm.
is kind of like a seashell nail. That's what it looks like to me. Whatever it
Okay.
is, it gives you that ocean feeling, that
Mhm.
sea feeling, but I don't feel like you can really honestly tell necessarily what it is, but I think it's supposed to be like more or less a seashell. But I just like that even though it's not really like, even though your mind's eye can't really put a pin on it, you can still you can feel it. It makes you feel good and
And
you
see
can
where it goes.
appreciate it. Yeah, and that is like very dreamy. It just feels very good.
Mhm.
The middle finger was a little sloppy for me. But those scales are hard to draw. Have you ever tried?
No, I've
Okay.
never tried.
I've only successfully done them once, and I think, oh man, I don't think I entered that nail art. I didn't think I entered the pink nail set. I forgot, but that was the one nail set that I was actually able to do these on, and I had to draw one scale and cure, draw one scale and cure, draw one scale. So you
Oh
can't just be
wow.
like scale, 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 scale. No, they will all run into each other, kind of how these ones are, and you
Yeah,
lose the shape. So I would just say
I
if
see what you're
she does
saying.
do this again and she didn't do it that way, that would help. But what my drawback was that I wish that the accent color would have been gold instead of silver, because I feel like it
Oh,
really dulled the nail set altogether. Like if you look at the whole nail set, it's like you got like I'm just gonna say this,
the
like it's
yellow.
stupid, but you got like Easter eggs over here, and then you got like the deep
Yeah.
sea over there,
We
and then
get
you
yeah, I
got
get what you're
like this
saying.
almost like it
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't want to say like a looks like a spider web, but because it's silver, it just looks a
I
little,
you can
yeah, and
I
it
can see what
has
you're
its
doing,
way
yeah.
of drawing you in. So I would just say that that should probably be gold, and then for
That would have
the,
changed it, yeah.
yes, now for the index finger, I loved the junk thing that was going on that finger.
Mhm.
But what I feel was that it was a little excessive with the middle finger. The thumb finger being like that too. And the
Right
thumb
next to
finger
it, right.
doesn't really feel like treasure. It kind of just feels like a fruit salad type. it doesn't really feel like it fits in. So I kind
Yeah.
of agree with you on that. Nevertheless, I really love this nail set. I again thought that it was super creative. I love the length and the shape, especially for this nail design. I think that that really complemented the design overall.
Yeah.
And I want to be clear that I don't dislike any of the nails. I just really, really, really like the middle, I mean, the ring finger and the pinky finger.
Those are
And
your
I honestly
favorites too.
really do like the index finger too. So I just wish that those other couple fingers would have been like kind of at the same
Detailed
level, so
out.
to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gave a 9 for creativity because didn't see any other nail sets like this. That it was very creative. It doesn't go together like a mural or a collage, which is like super cool because it's cool when it does do that, but when it doesn't do that, it's also super cool because I can't really, some people can't create that way. Like they have to create in uniformity in order for their brain to like not
The
go
work.
crazy, you
Yeah.
know? Like, so the fact that this is possible, I always find very nice. Wow factor, I did give a 9 because I was very impressed by these, especially again the ring finger and the pinky finger. And then for
Mhm.
execution, um, I gave a 9.5 for execution, because I think that the things that were executed well were executed very well. And also, I just really want to give you guys the credit where it's due when you guys
Yeah.
create artwork that is just yours. It's true to you. I don't think I'll ever see another set of nails like this again, and I really appreciate that. So,
Appreciate that. Yeah.
you. Okay, so next up is last but not least me. What's up, Goddess Gang? Today we're going to give a special shout out to Madam Glam New York. As you guys know, we absolutely love Madam Glam at the Goddess Gang. They have so many beautiful colors to choose from. You can either get individuals or you can save by getting bundles. They have full size and they have mini size for us girlies who are a little indecisive. Not to mention the color palettes and the actual formula itself is just absolutely wonderful. Babes, when you check out at Madam Glam, you can select to check out as a VIP member for a subscription, or you can choose pay as you go and use my discount code to save. Okay, so here's our first entry. Well, my first entry. So, Cola, have at it.
I love this set. It's so pretty. And I said it when you posted it. It's so soft, so elegant. I love all the things about the set. So the on what I am gonna give you a little bit of SHIT on is one of the other videos. They were doing they did a shell mail. I mean, not videos, entries. They did a shell mail
Uh-huh.
like yours, and on your pointer finger, yours kind of got a little, your lines kind of got a little wonky. So I'm gonna
Wait, on
mark
what
you down for
finger?
extra. Hold on, not that one.
On my
Wait, hold on, wait. Wait, it's that one then. So it's your pinky finger then.
pinky finger. Okay.
Go, yeah, because it's not that
Right
one. It's
there.
that one. Yeah. So look at the very bottom and look at your gel drips. And the only
She about to
reason that
come
I'm
for me,
coming for
y'all.
you, the only reason I'm coming for you on them gel drips is because you came for that other entrant
So
and
you're
we're
saying it was
trying to
supposed to
be
start all
fair.
the way at the tip of the pinky? Is that what's wrong with it? Or is it that it's so
Yeah,
thick
it
right
should have
there
went all the way down.
to the
It should have
tip?
went all the way down. Yeah, it should have went all the way down to the tip. Like, what? Why'd you leave out the like two little? Yeah, and then the one right on the side of that one isn't the straightest, and that's the two little critiques that I have because and I only noticed and I swear I only noticed them because you pointed it out on the nails. So I've been looking at it
That's
on
the thing.
all the shell nails
It's
that
a
we've been
hard
doing.
design to execute. It looks easy.
It
One
looks
person
super
who
easy.
one person who always makes it look easy to me is Nails by Key. I don't know if you know her on Instagram and
Mm-mm.
YouTube, but Nails by Key,
I'll
she
write it
does
down.
this design all the time and she always makes it look so easy. And on this one I used
KEY.
yeah. On this one, I used a squeeze gel like that you guys saw me
Okay.
unbox from Shein. It was still tough. So people do it with hard gel and they make it look easy.
Girl. But like so your ring finger though, that one I you still didn't go all the way to the tip, but I like the uniformity of the lines better.
Hmm.
Like I think and then I love, I love that cluster at the top. It's so beautiful. And
I
then
love that too.
look I look at the top of the middle finger with the starfish and just those are the caviar beads that you were telling me that just add so much to the design. And it looks like it's bubbles in the back. Like it looks like there's a
Oh
little bit of
yeah,
bubbles.
on the starfish now.
Like on the starfish nail, there looks like there's bubbles back there too. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
like a little
that's
subtle
really
flex.
yeah, that was something that's really small and really it's a really nice touch. And that's one of the things that we were talking about depth. Like it made me look and go, oh, look at that. That is
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. And so I love your starfish. Your starfish is so cute. And look,
Thank you.
and I like this one too. And the little one over here on the so I love the middle. I was talking about your middle finger,
Mm-hmm.
and then I also love your pointer one to the clear one with the blue
Yes.
dot. I love that
Oh,
also.
hold on.
So
Let's go back. Okay, there we go.
yeah,
Okay.
that one was the view that I was looking at. So I love the pointer finger to me is just so pretty. And it's just so soft. And that's I think from you when I see your sets, you always come so hard. And what I mean by that is like color bomb. Like
I
you
love to
are a
use the
color
heck out of
bomb.
some
Yes.
colors.
You are a glow, like that's your spirit, that's your personality. And it comes through on your nails. But I really love that you were able to show your softer side on this set. Like you
Yeah.
really came in and was like, I can be this
I
soft,
can be
elegant.
blue.
I can be, no, it's not even blue. Like I feel like it made you more subtle, like more it just you it was it was a different aspect of your personality when I saw him and I was like, wow, she can come and like do all different things. And I mean, I knew you were talented, but that you really showed a different side of your personality with these nails. And I love how nails are a canvas for that. You can show how you're feeling, you can show the different ways of how you're growing, and you
Hmm.
can see that
I
in
was
these
gonna say
sets.
that. I was gonna say a
Like,
couple things. One, you know that this was an unboxing. So this was a set that I created with the Born Pretty blue colors and they're all from one set. And
mhm,
the colors in themselves, like they also play
are
a part because they
beautiful.
kind of have a translucent look to them, but they're still
Hmm.
profound. So that helped me. But also like you were saying, like the growth and things like that, it took a lot for me to create a softer set. And the I keep stressing how tough. I know some people probably think is easy, but for me, the seashell design is very tough, and it requires you to
Yes,
actually like. I almost hated filming this because it's like I need to not film and I need to focus 100% on like you got to
doing
really
what you're doing.
drag that line, and things like that.
Yeah.
And so just how you're talking about like growth and things like that for me, it is growth to like sit still and freaking focus on the super fine, elegant details. And so I'm thankful that you're
Yeah,
able to recognize that. I know some people think growth might be to like, you know, like different than this. Like it might be to come
yeah,
out of your comfort zone more, where mine is like, girl, go into your comfort zone a little, like,
yeah. Or show just different aspects of you, you know? Just growth is showing and evolving constantly, which
mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of change, but with this
Yeah.
type of industry and this type of it can transform you,
It
and
can be a
that's what I
safe
like about it.
space. Yeah, we
It's
can
a
create a
safe
safe
space
space.
yeah, it's a safe space to change and grow. Yes.
Well, we get to control our change, right? In a way.
That's what it is. Yeah, you're controlling the change of what's happening. It's the little bit of control that you have in the crazy world.
Yeah, that's what we end up really loving. So, what are you going to
Yeah.
score me since you about to? I already know you're
Okay.
down scoring me for something I did.
Let's see. I had to
You're
be
so
dramatic.
funny.
No.
You're so hilarious.
Um, Execution. I'm gonna give you a 9 just because of
Okay.
those lines.
Okay.
Um, Overall wow factor though, I do want to give you a 10.
Okay.
For me, the set, I was shocked that it came from you. Not that you could create it because I know you're talented, but
Wait, so it
you
was one
don't
of
really
those
often
ones where you
show
were
that.
scrolling and you saw the nails and you were like, hold on, who did these?
Who did them? Yeah. And when I came back, I was like, you, because you don't generally create softer looks. You're more of a take charge. You're very type A. You're very uh I'm gonna be in charge. I'm the woman, hear me roar. And this was more of a I'm still a woman, but watch me purr, kind of like a, you
Yeah.
know what I'm
I'm in
saying?
my
It was kind of like that.
mermaid era.
Yeah, it was kind of
Yeah.
like that. So I liked seeing the different side of you. So for execution, I'll give you a 9 overall wow factor. Like I said, I'll
Okay.
give you a 10 because I was shocked and it made me go back to them. I was just like, wow. And creativity, I'm also going to give you a 9 because you created them all from one box. You created a whole
Girl, I
set
did.
from one box and you tried different things with them. I like the fact that you did the shell nails. I like the fact that you had the little embellishments at the top, the little clusters here and there. Stop going. We're not there yet. Don't
I'm
go
sorry,
yet. We're not
girl. I'm gonna pause it.
there. But yeah, I love the fact that you did your starfish. Like you used a lot of different things. And so for creativity, I really want to give you a nine. I'm going to give you a 9.5 for
Oh, thank
creativity.
you. That's sweet of you.
Yeah.
How generous. Nah. Okay. Shoot. I still got it, huh? I'm
You
so
still,
sad that I
well, you
didn't
never
remember
lost it.
about I'm still not I'm mad that I didn't post the pink ones that I did, but
Yeah, the
they
pink
you
ones were
remember
pretty
those, they're so
too.
cute. Honestly,
Hmm.
I was like I felt so accomplished
Buy
that I
them
didn't
and
even
send them
want
to
to
me.
enter them because I was like, I'm just gonna enjoy this moment. But they
Size
were
them and
so
just
cute,
send them to me.
girl. All right, so next up we have hold on, let me see.
Your
The
second
last entry, the
skill.
last entry that I did. Girl, so these nails were heavy. I could barely, they'll come back up in 1 second. I
Mhm.
could barely um put them on in order to film this. And then I realized that I didn't even share photos, so I'm gonna eventually share photos, but you get the gist of it.
So these nails was everything but the kitchen sink. And the fact that you sculpted all of that stuff is crazy. Z.
I
So
did.
I see why you now I see why you're talking about why you said something about the fish because you have a
Oh
fish
yeah.
here that's similar. So I see why you said something about the fish. So I'm pausing at the
Girl.
pinky nail. I'm pausing
No,
at the
she,
pinky nail
y'all,
really
she
quick.
mad that I
And
talked junk about that fish earlier. I was saying that no matter what you create, it's still going to be appreciated and it's beautiful. And we
yes.
have seen at least three or four different, we have seen at least three or four different renditions of the clownfish or a fish on all these different nails. And so that it's cool that we all have different varieties of them, which was something that I also planned to point out when we got to this nail set. It's okay.
Um, but as for the pinky, I love how you had the pearls drag all the way down. Like, I actually love the little clownfish. He looks so adorable. I love how you separated him with the white in the
Mhm.
middle. Like, he's cute. I love how it looks like at the bottom, it's like a little water droplet at the tip of the
Mhm.
pinky. I
Mhm.
love how you added that one little like element to that nail. What is the second nail? Your
This
ring nail.
a jellyfish.
Okay. It's I didn't know what that one was because it was I can't maybe it's the angle I'm looking at. Let me see. No, not that one.
No, this yeah, and it's hard to
That
see
one.
it too because the treasure chest
Yeah.
was in the way. These nails
That
ended
was
up
what it
being very heavy.
Yeah. So I'll knock you down a little bit just because I can't really see what I see that the jellyfish is there and I see that you took the time to sculpt it and it looks really nice, but it's hard to, as you say, we're judging based on what you presented and it's hard to see
Yes.
exactly what was on that nail and we want all of
Yeah.
our pictures
I should
to
put my
be
pictures
clear.
up,
We we
girl.
we want all of our pictures to be clear so that we can judge all the entries fairly. Um, so I do love
You
the
are
fact that
so
you
hilarious.
attempted to do a jellyfish. Are we gonna get? I do love the fact that you did that jellyfish though, girl. You rocked it. And then I mean, let's come back to the treasure chest. We'll come back to him.
Oh
The
God, that
octopus.
treasure chest was
I
awesome.
love
Oops,
this
hold on.
octopus. I love his color, his
Okay, there we go.
vibrancy. Um, I love his I love everything about this octopus. The color, the
It's like
vibrancy,
he just
how
lunged, he did a cannonball into
he's
the
hopping
water.
out. Yeah. Or he's hopping out or coming in or he's doing something. Yes, but whatever it is, he's doing it into the water and I freaking love it. I just keep coming back to that treasure chest and I want to talk about it. So
Well,
let's
that
just
was the
get to it.
main. So I wanted it to be a treasure chest set. And then once I did the treasure set, I was like, okay, well, what the heck else am I going to do? Because that treasure box
Hmm.
came out looking gaudy, which was not bad. But I was like,
Hmm.
okay, now I done got myself into a whole deal.
Hmm.
So,
But here's the thing. So instead of doing all of them gaudy, then you could have made like another option could have been like maybe like you could have had the treasure chest and
and
then
multiple
maybe
different treasures on
like the
each nail or something.
and then like the octopus
Hmm.
and then like different treasures or something like that. Like all of them didn't have to do like the jellyfish didn't necessarily have to be 3D. He could have been like smaller
Yes, and
or
that was another
something
thing that
along
I was
those
talking
lines
about
to
how
take
that artist
away.
earlier just drew something despite all those other, because that was
Oh,
one thing I ran
yeah,
into was like I didn't draw anything because like you can
sizing.
see I almost drew the chains on these nails and I was like, no, I'm not
Yeah,
drawing anything. And so I even pulled out a real chain for that. So that was, I know
yeah, I
you keep
saw that.
clowning what I said earlier, but
I'm not
I
clowning.
wasn't
I'm just,
I wasn't saying it in a bad way. I was
yeah,
actually amazed that someone's mind was just like, fuck that shit, just draw it, and just was
Yeah, put it
able
on
to pull
there.
that off. Cause for me, I was like perplexed, and I put myself into a big old, like, I had a lot of work ahead of me once I started, because
This
all because of that
octopus alone
treasure
looks like it
chest.
took the octopus alone took looks like it took so much time. His tentacles are intricate. I love them. I love how you added stuff to the bottom to make it so it wasn't just kind of plain, which actually would have been fine there because it would have flowed, but you added that extra little umph there just to make it just to add something there. But let's go to those two, my two favorites,
Okay.
the treasure chest and
And the
the
anchor.
pointer. Yeah.
That anchor looks wicked, huh? It looks
So
so wicked.
the anchor is just so deep and like heavy, and I love it. It looks like it took time to create, and it looks like, especially to get it to fit the way that you wanted it to fit and go the
Mm-hmm.
way you wanted it to
Yeah.
go. Like I could only imagine the time that it took to make that anchor. And the way you wrapped the chain around it, it just made it all that more special to me. Like
And
I
how the chain
love
is
that.
broken is so
It's
cool.
just, yeah, it looks so realistic. And then that treasure chest, like you came for it. So I can see like that was your coup de grace. Like this is what I want my set to be about, like this
Mm-hmm.
treasure chest. And you put everything into it, and you can tell because everything about it is so beautiful. You have the pearl work, you have the gems. It looks like you have little seashells inside of there. I see a little heart in there, the little blue stones. Like you took time to really pick out different pieces and to make it all go together. Like that to me is just, it was so amazing. And then I even love the pearls on top of the treasure chest
Well,
because it was
girl,
like
those
it
are
was
bubbles. Those
exploding
are
out.
bubbles. Those are
Those were
bubbles.
bubbles. I thought
Yes. So
that
you
those
know how
were,
every time on the movies when you see like them open up the treasure chest and all the bubbles come?
oh, the bubbles come out. Yeah.
Yeah. I know I should drew
See,
those
to
dots a little
me,
smaller, but
no, wait, no, I'm on the treasure chest. I'm talking about the
for the
actual pearl
where?
on top of the treasure chest.
Girl, well, they look like pearlish, but those are supposed to be
Oh,
bubbles.
oh, those are
Or
bubbles?
are you talking about the
Oh,
flakes
they
at
look,
the top? Or are you talking about the circles? All the
no, the
circles?
circles.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
bubbles.
Oh, what did you make them out of? Just,
Like, I use the same, like that clear, 2D gel. So just like a hard
okay.
gel, basically.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. And I love the little stuff all behind the bubbles. Well, I call them
Yeah.
pearls because to me, you know what it looks like. And like art is interpreted differently for everybody. So to me, what it looks like is the um, you know, when you're envisioning the chest and it falls to the bottom of the ocean and it cracks open,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like the pearls floated up.
Like that's
And
what I
then
wanted to look like.
yes, and then all of the it it
Like
was
some of the junk came out.
beautiful.
And I even
Yes,
set
some
it
of the
on
stuff
top of a
came out.
rock, and I love the rock, honestly. The rock and
Yeah,
the anchor, they're both matted and they look super cool.
they just you yeah, I love this set.
I'm really proud
So
of it too. It looks so awesome.
this was getting way like you went in on this. Okay, so this is a better, I see a better view on my screen of the jellyfish now. But yet, like to me, like I could have been, it could have been, I don't know, something different, maybe
Well, I think
just
the jellyfish should have been translucent, and
I kind of
I
feel like it just didn't go.
it just wasn't It was awesome, but I think it should have been like a jelly pink or something like that. But I didn't end up
Maybe the
putting a
color.
jelly color. Yeah. And I think that's
Uh,
where I didn't really like it as much. But honestly, I put a lot of time into it. And then the
you can see in
octopus.
the tentacles too. You can see that you put time into it and the
Yeah.
work that you put into it. Like I feel like that's something that it's a different element that it didn't get to be properly showcased. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it didn't, because it was next to the treasure chest, which is like, well, pow, take my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Your it didn't get its own canvas to like shine,
Yeah.
basically. So that's
Well,
kind of
so what score
what
are
the
you gonna give me for these ones all across?
okay. Oh, I'm gonna give you overall wow factor 10 because wow,
Okay.
yeah, overall wow. Execution, I'll give you a 9 just because there's like little things here and there that I think could have been like a little different. Like to me, I think that the jellyfish didn't add to your design. I think that it kind of
There's a
just took
such thing as
away.
overdoing it. Lack of depth.
Right.
Nah, I'm just using.
Yeah, or too much. It's too
Yeah.
much. Like to me, it took away it because I was trying to figure out what it was, and it kind of
Hmm.
took away my attention from the beautiful treasure chest that
Yeah.
you had there. You know what I'm saying? Like you had all these other elements that I wanted. Oh, hi, Alton.
He's over
I
here
wish,
like, is it bedtime? Like, no.
right. Oh, girl, Diesel is right next to me, laid down sleep.
Oh,
But so yeah, so overall wow factor 10. Execution, I'll give you a 9 just because I think that there's a couple of little things that could have been done differently, but other than that, you executed the hell out of these nails. The tentacles, the lines, the octopus, the chest that you did by hand,
I loved
and
it. Girl,
creativity,
all out
I'm
of
giving
gel
you a
polish.
yeah. And creativity, I'm giving you a 10 too because this
Thank you.
was super creative. Like I would never have thought to put like the whole treasure chest and to attempt to make all the little gems inside of it. That
Mm-hmm.
was amazing that you did it. And the depth inside the treasure chest that you provided. Like I got to see all the different colors and all the different little gems. That kind of stuff matters. Like it really like that whole nail killed the game for me. That should be on a magazine. It
Girl,
is
I
so
love it.
pretty.
I love
Like
it.
that is, yeah, that's my favorite nail.
We should do magazines. There's Rep Your Sets over on Instagram. I don't know if she's still doing them, but she wanted to start doing stuff like that. And you would pay to get a spread in her magazine. And that's something that I have considered doing. I just haven't gotten around to it. That would be awesome that was almost part of sort of an inspiration for this project was those opportunities that we can actually um, put this stuff into magazines and things like that.
Play,
A
yeah,
text format. Okay,
yeah.
so thank you for judging. Also, you guys, we have some beautiful artwork that Cola did. So I want to show you guys that. Now, she's mad about it, but I just want to show you. I just want to show you guys her artwork. It's gonna go by real quick. Cola. She has a mermaid. I loved all the colors that she chose and the starfish and seashell and the mermaid. It's crazy how like one of the nails that we saw had um a similar rhinestone plate I mean pearl placement as this one. And then
Hmm.
one of the nails we saw had those starfish. And then one of the sets we
Yeah,
saw had that seashell. And even one of the sets that we saw had a mermaid that was similarly placed kind of like how yours is. So it's insane how there's synchronies here.
Yeah, I was just trying to get back into putting something on the palette. That's why I give everybody credit that does all these competitions, and it takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there and to get judged by somebody. And this will show you, like, I'm not the best when it comes to doing hardly any of this stuff, but I see what I like, and art is art. It's all interpretive, and everybody can be who you are. And I love this space because nobody's gonna really make you feel like you're doing anything bad. Like I showed her, and I was like, "Look at this," and she was like, "Look at the colors; they're pretty."
I
So it's
loved
all
it.
about encouragement and making sure people you just keep going and practicing your passion and do what makes you feel good.
Yeah, because like you have a glass nail on there, you have those neon colors which accentuate the art. I love them. I love them. And so
Thank
uh
you.
I know that you didn't want to debut yours, but I wanted to show them because I was inspired by them and I really love them. So all right, you
Thank
guys.
you.
So you're welcome. Without further ado, because this is our first ever live panel, and be sure to sound off down in the comments below so that you can be entered into the raffle. The next time we have a panel, which will be sooner than you guys think, then we're gonna spin the wheel to see who's going to get selected for the raffle because it's fully random. And then, of course, we'll spin the wheel again to see the value of the prize that they'll win, just like we did at the beginning of today. So we have never ever actually announced the winners on panel, or if we have, I think we may have only done it once before. Oh,
I don't think
nobody
we've
else.
ever done it together.
Well, I know we haven't, but I think maybe like the first or second panel we may have, but I still don't
Okay.
think so. But this time today, we're gonna go ahead and announce the winners because one, I think the
Mhm.
first place winner is pretty obvious, unfortunately, but fortunately. So Glam Nails by Janet woke up one day and she was like in her it's like there's so many different rappers I could refer to when they talk about just going and getting the bag and flipping it and all this
Mhm.
other
Yeah,
uh and so she just woke up one day and she's like, I just feel like this is for me. Like whatever this
this is
is,
what I
it's
want.
for me. I'm taking it. It doesn't have anyone's name written on it. It's just mine. So she won um because she submitted her mood board, she won a prize and she I think it was what 14 or 16.99 value, something like that we spun at the beginning of the show. And then she also came in
Congratulations, you're the big winner today.
she also came in first place, y'all. She submitted 4 whole entries. Her overall grand score was 9.72. Yes. So congratulations to Glam Nose by
Congratulations.
Janet. Yes. What's up, Goddess Gang? I wanted to drop in and let you guys know how much I love Born Pretty and let you know that you can save with my discount code when you shop Born Pretty. They have so many products to choose from. The prices are very reasonable and the products are actually quality. So go ahead and give Born Pretty a try today and you will not regret it. Yes, thank you so much for recommending this theme because it turned out to be the perfect theme. As you guys can see, it was super inspiring. We were inspired by it, and everyone who participated, I could tell by their work that they were very inspired. Second place, we have a score of 9.3. And normally we're used to Dream Nails by Nikki coming in first or second more often
Hmm.
than not. And I'm shocked to tell you guys that we actually have a first time participant as the second place winner today, and that will be at Nels Drip underscore Des. So congratulations, girl, because
Congratulations.
Yes, even though she did not submit a thumbnail, we still were so impacted by her work
Girl,
that she scored high enough to come in second place as the runner up of Glam Nails by Janet. This is just like,
congratulations.
I know, I'm so excited, and that's so awesome. So, thank you so much for participating. Congratulations for winning second place on your first time ever participating. And we hope to see you again on another challenge. And we definitely must have all five fingers next time because I feel
Mhm.
like we only can
You won't get
imagine
the
what would
pass next
have been.
time.
No, because we want to know what your brain would have thought of on that last nail. Hold on one second. All right, you guys. So super excited for Nail Strip by Des or Nail Strip underscore Des for winning second place. And I wanted to make sure that we go ahead and put the winners up on the screen. So we have Glam Nails by Janet. This was her first entry. As you guys know, she submitted numerous entries. This was her Little Mermaid or whatever. And we have the second entry right here,
Wow.
which was breathtaking, literally. We had the third
Oh,
entry right here. And
wow.
needless to say, she got tens all the way across on her last entry, which was the hand painted entry. And
Yeah.
then Nails Drip underscore Des, let's go ahead and recap hers because her entry was simply beautiful. So this is hers
Oh,
here. And you guys,
that
I was
starfish.
not throwing shade at her fish against popular belief. I was just I just was so
Just show,
amazed that it fit in
saying that we
so
could all
well.
go, well, yeah, we can all
Yes. So,
enter with all skill
yes.
sets. Yes.
Yes, yes. And also I was shocked by her bravery, honestly. This is why you always have to trust your gut and just do what feels good to you because if maybe I would have done that, I would have scored higher and I wouldn't be here in Cola Talk trash about my jellyfish. Nah. I just tease it. All right. So last but not least, in third place today, we have with a 9.12 score, a beautiful, wonderful second time
Nice.
participant. And she entered two entries, which were both rather stunning. And that would be none other than Jess the
Oh,
Miss.
yay.
Jess the
I
Miss.
like those.
Yeah, she has a habit of winning prizes over here with the Goddess
Yeah,
Gang.
just
So
a mess wins a
congratulations.
lot of prizes over here.
She's only participated twice. She's won and ranked in both times that both challenges that she's participated in. She won the participant raffle last time, I believe. And we saw this
Okay.
time that she won the comment raffle, if I'm not mistaken. Have to go back and double check. But she's won like tons and tons of stuff, honestly, from the Goddess Gang. So congratulations to her and shout out to Dream Nails by Nikki for recommending her to our Nail Art
Mhm.
Challenge. Super sad
Congratulations for
that we didn't
all
get
the
to see.
winners.
Yes, congratulations. I'm sad that we didn't get to see Nikki win this time, but she came in fourth place with a 9.04. So
But
it
she
was
had some stiff
so
competition
close.
this time. It was really they came for this
Girl,
challenge.
be careful who you invite to the
Right,
challenge.
right. You invited her.
They're gonna become your nemesis. Started out as
Hey,
friends.
puppy.
But no, I'm
Come
really
here.
happy. Congratulations. And
Come here.
honestly, I just feel like okay, so remember at the beginning I asked you if you thought that I told you you're probably gonna think this is the second best after the Zombie Now Art Challenge as far as like the intensity level. Would
Yeah,
you say so?
I would
Girl.
definitely say that they came for this challenge. This was probably the second longest panel that we've had, maybe, because it's the second longest panel. I can't take you to the bathroom, pup. Ask your brother. Um, he, he's gosh, sorry. Oh, baby,
It's
it's
okay.
okay. Um, but I feel like all the participants came and showed out on this challenge, and that's what we want. We want you guys to be able to create and okay, I'm sorry, create and showcase your talent and have fun with us. Like this is fun for us. We get to sit here and look at all of these beautiful paintings or artwork and
Honestly,
it gel and stuff. It's gorgeous.
it was so this was one of the funnest panels I feel as far as the artwork that was submitted. And again, I just can't stress how thankful I am personally, and I know Cola is also, to be able
I'm
to
so
be in this
thankful.
position. It's
Yes.
this is our life, at the end of the day, these are the memories that we're creating, and we could be a million different places. To be able to be here looking at these submissions, we had one, two, three,
We're really
four,
honored that you guys
five,
did
six,
all of this.
six participants, and seven if you include me, eight if you include Cola. But nevertheless, six participants and so many beautiful entries, multiple entries from some of you, and almost five whole entries from Glam Nails by Janet. Cannot
We just want
thank
to
her
continue to
enough.
grow and inspire each other and keep doing
I
more
mean,
and
imagine
more.
one day these panels will be like 8 to 10 to 12. Like, we'll be literally streaming all day on these panels. That's I mean, it sounds crazy, right? By that time,
Yeah.
we'll be getting paid to do it because we'll be
Yeah.
monetized. But just the luxury of the possibilities and knowing that they're endless,
Yeah.
and all of the
Oh,
good
look at
feelings
those.
that
Those are
are
so
created.
pretty. Oh,
Like,
look at
how good
those.
do those make
Oh,
you feel?
those are beautiful.
Yes. So I'm just very,
Beautiful.
very humbled and
Oh
happy.
my God.
And those
Stunning.
she did amazing.
The
Like,
colors are gorgeous
I
too.
mean, Glam Nails by Janet got so many damn tens. It's not even funny.
And that's what I'm saying. But
One,
it
two,
was her
three.
challenge and she knew what she wanted. So I guess that puts a little bit of pressure on me for the challenge that I'm gonna
She got
recommend.
19 tens.
Oh wow.
She got 19 tens. It's insane. One,
Oh.
two, three,
Now
four, five, six, seven, eight, nine,
look
10,
here, the
11,
Glam
12,
Nails
13,
by
14,
Janet. You
15,
can't be
16,
putting this
17,
much pressure on me,
18,
okay?
18, 18 to 19 tens. I'm telling you, she did amazing. So, if there's anyone who would like to participate on panel, we would love to receive a direct message.
More? Yeah.
And even if you participate in the No Art Challenge, you can still hop up on panel. Um, you know, if there's anyone who just wants to sit in live on the show, not necessarily be in the hot seat of like a co-panelist, if you want to be a co-panelist and just give your feedback, if you want to admire the art with us, we can welcome things like that as well in the future. And definitely want to invite you guys to go ahead and submit your entries into our Zombie Now Art Challenge. It's a carnival theme, so it's gonna be super, super exciting. Also, we only have a little bit of time left in our Sisterhood of Evolution Now Art Challenge. We haven't seen a lot of participation. Glam Nails by Janet basically came and shut that challenge down as well. She's out here just cutting throats left
Killing the
and
game. What do you want?
and we're not mad at it. And you know what I also love about her is that she does, like, you just got on Instagram and didn't you see something from her? Oh no, you was uploading the video and you saw her artwork. I almost thought you were on
Yeah.
Instagram. But every time I go on Instagram, she's always doing like nail art, and she never really has, like, she doesn't limit herself. She'll go for this kind of art and that kind of art, and she'll do this and she'll do that. So if you guys can go give anyone on this list a follow and check out their work, and also the Joy of Cola dot 12. Is it the joy, or just the
I
Joy of
think it's
Cola
the Joy
12?
Cola 12. Yeah,
The
the Joy
Joy of
Cola
Cola
12.
12 over on Instagram. You can follow Cola because she's over there too.
This
She love
boy.
her follows.
My
And
boy,
then
he's
her and
down here.
her little son, they got their own little Instagram too, so you can follow her and her dog because he's pretty amusing. He does like all kinds of crazy things, like
Yeah, he
eating
is.
sticks, um,
Let's see if I can get
rolling
him
around
on.
looking like a giant, even though he's only 8 months old. Oh, look at him. He's so spoiled.
He's
He's
over
so
here
cute.
like, mommy, he
He's
saved
like,
his
okay, it
paw.
looks like you blocked me out. Like, I'm gonna
I
need you to
did.
undo this.
I did. I had to. You didn't see. I had this was closed, and so
He's
he
like, I'm
wasn't
gonna need you to
happy.
undo this.
Yeah. So now
But
that
all
I
right.
undid it, he's fine. He moved.
He's like, he's so funny. Well, any other announcements that we should make, Cola, before we say
I
bye?
I think that's it. Thanks to everybody for participating and hope to see you next time. Make sure you drop your comments down below so you can get those entries into the next one and win the next prize.
Yes. And also,
Oh,
you
and make sure
guys,
you hit the like and subscribe on this page. Like and
yes,
subscribe.
like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Also, Cola has already, she didn't submit her mood board yet, so I'm gonna be looking for it over on my blog site. But she has already recommended the next theme that we're gonna do. That's gonna be a recommendation theme. So I think everyone's about to be participating in this one, girl. You might be the third best challenge that we have had. But
Do
pressure is
I
on
think
for her.
the pressure I now I feel pressure because it's like she created a mood board and then she just killed it with 5 sets. So now that I have to create a mood board, now I have to not only I have to come because she just came and killed the whole
She
game.
savaged it. She savaged it.
Right.
So be looking out for that. And when we do that now, art challenge, there's going to be
We'll
plenty
make
of
the
time. We're going to have plenty of time. It's going to be a super awesome theme that I don't think anyone's going to be expecting to come out of us. So, and we did
no.
drop one hint. We dropped one hint throughout well, we dropped technically two hints throughout this video. So if
We
anyone
did.
guesses it, just DM me or Cola and we'll be
And
like, you got it, you got
y-
it.
that way
Um,
you can get to practicing. But if you don't know, then you have to wait and be surprised.
yes, you
Wait for
have
the
to wait.
announcement.
Yes. And also, me and Cola are also collaborating on something else very special for you guys that Cola is pretty passionate about, and I'm also very passionate about, not only for all of us, but for Nicola in particular, because um, I feel like you're kind of in a chapter of transition in your life as a whole.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be embracing the chapter of transition in our lives together. So be
Yeah.
on the lookout for that. And without further ado, I'll holla y'all. Peace.
Have a good one.
Bye.